1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken. You know it! Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine, Googans, go time. On a Tuesday morning, it's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday, and it's a big day, man. It's 10-10 day here at the Dailies at 4991 Gate Parkway. We're back here. Man, we were here last Wednesday, and we were setting up the Monday Nighter against the Chiefs, so we got a pair of 10-packs and $200 to Dailies we're giving away to a couple of lucky winners. You guys have been filling up this box all week. We are going to have the drawing at the end of the morning, so you're going to have time again to come by, enjoy some of these food specials, and get that last chance to get into the drawing. Yeah, it's set up out front, E.T. All right, I just sent E.T. He's hobbling. My man's got gout. We've been talking a lot about gout on this program. So, anywho, you got one last chance to come by today before the end of the show. We'll be here till just about 10 o'clock. We'll have the drawing in the very final segment. So about 10 till 10, we'll have the 10-10. That's 10 tickets to Monday Night Football. 10 packs to Monday Night Football. It's the 10-10 special. And, you know, when we were here last week, E.T., good morning, friend. And look, we were here last week. The excitement of winning these Monday Night Football tickets was going to be reliant on how they did on Sunday against the Texans.
That's the dub.
Right? I mean, seriously, though, if you went 1-2 this week and we're off to San Francisco,
right.
Look, it'd still be fun. It's Monday Night Football. But suddenly this thing has a way different feel thanks to a somewhat ugly win. I mean, if the coach is willing to categorize it that way, then I guess it's okay for all of us. Man, we've had so many ugly losses around here that a W's a W as far as I'm concerned. You're going to hear Liam Cohen. In fact, I'll do that for you this segment. You're going to hear him speak on that concept of, quote, winning ugly. 17-10, the ultimate numbers at the stadium on Sunday. Today, a well-deserved off day for the Jaguars. They get that game plan in for a trip to San Francisco in a place that's just been hard for the Jaguars to win. Not San Francisco, the West Coast in general. And big week for Liam Cohen in the preparation. I think it's a good sign. They're not playing great football. They haven't found themselves. The offense isn't, it isn't rolling, right? But they're doing enough. And in fairness, the offense produced pretty good the first couple of weeks. This past week against a good Texans defense, the points were a little more at a premium, but enough to get us to 2-1. And that takes us to Monday Night Football last night. All right. What an impressive win by the Ravens.
Yeah.
They beat Lamar and Baltimore in Baltimore last night. And so Detroit, a couple of factors here, and then I'm going to get to a real eye-opener. And it has to do with a Monday Nighter. Okay? Detroit lost Ben Johnson. They lost Aaron Glenn. They came out of the gates week 1 at Green Bay, and they just got thumped. Remember, it was like 26-7. Maybe they got a late score. The offense didn't do much, and immediately it was like, damn, they should have kept Ben Johnson.
Correct, right?
Fast forward. They put half 100 on the Bears and Ben Johnson last week.
Boom, boom.
And then they went into Baltimore last night, had two 95-plus yard drives. Oof. Ran the ball down. Listen, personalities change. This Baltimore defense isn't that good. Buffalo put 16 unanswered in the fourth to beat them 41-40, and the Lions scored, over and over again last night. And big fumble by Derrick Henry. He's got 3 fumbles in 3 games.
2 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Hutch made a couple of big plays late.
Did.
He forced the fumble on Henry, and then he had a sack of Lamar. They got to Lamar 6-7 times last night. Mm-hmm. And Detroit very impressively goes on the road, and everything's fine for the knee eaters up there in Detroit. They got a nice little break with Green Bay losing to Cleveland this weekend. But this is what I want to talk about. Or this was the point I was going to make. Not that it's a big, long conversation. Ravens lost last night.
They did.
What's their record?
1-2.
1-2.
Wow.
Who else is 1-2? The Chiefs?
Chiefs 1-2.
Or 1-2. You know who plays next week?
Ravens Chiefs?
Ravens and the Chiefs. One of those dudes is going to be 1-3 in the AFC. Now, look, I know it's a long race, and these are two really good teams. But you start to see some flaws. That Ravens defense isn't scaring anybody right now. Now, in fairness, Buffalo and Detroit, two of the optimum offenses in the league. So maybe consider that. And here is Kansas City with a game now against Baltimore that if they lose that, they come to Jacksonville 1-3. And we got the Texans coming to town all over again.
Yeah.
You got a team coming to town that knows it cannot. Now, I don't trust the Chiefs to play along.
Correct.
As well. So just a little forward thinking. The Jags got to go to San Francisco this weekend. That is a test enough. We'll take them one game at a time. But I bring up the Monday Nighter, and now a pair of 1 and 2 teams who meet next week. The power balance in the AFC, at least early season, is getting turned over on its ear. The Chargers have 3 wins against divisional opponents. They're 3-0 in Kansas City's division. And the Ravens at 1 and 2, tied for last with Cleveland, who they beat. Granted, man, Baltimore's a little different deal. They lost to Buffalo and Detroit, man. But now they got Kansas City.
Yeah.
That's a first-place schedule. That, my friends, is a first-place schedule. So Detroit over Baltimore last night. Listen, as I said and watched the game, I don't want to make too much of this optimism of beating the Texans and being 2-1, but it gives you more a sense that perhaps we'll be in a playoff race at the end of the year.
It does.
And if you're in a playoff race at the end of the year, every one of these AFC teams that's worth a flip, when you're watching in September and October, you want them to lose.
Yes, you do.
And so Baltimore losing last night is the tip of the cap to the Detroit Lions, doing the rest of the AFC a favor. So there's that. Now on to San Francisco. Nick Bosa gone for the year.
The boys took a blow with that one.
ACL out for the year, so their best pass rusher is now out for the year. Brock Purdy is still banged up. They expect him to return. Fred Taylor joined us yesterday and acted like that was all but a certainty. I guess Mac's a little banged up as well. Mac Jones, if you weren't aware, landed in San Francisco and has played well for them in a backup role. Got him to a couple of wins with Purdy out and injured. We'll see if Brock Purdy plays. Christian McCaffrey hasn't gotten going. Juwan Jennings missed last week. He could be back this week. That's a big piece for them in the pass game.
George Kittle.
Kittle, obviously, is always going to test you. And he's been out. So, you got no Kittle and you got no Bosa. You might not have Purdy.
Correct.
Now, there's a team that went and knocked Burrow out and couldn't finish it. Man, we're a whisker from 3-0, aren't we?
Yeah, man.
So, anywho, this is a great opportunity going to San Francisco. The Niners are 3-0. It won't kill them to lose the game. How exciting will it be if we're in victory formation next Monday?
Oh, that Monday Nighter where we're doing these tickets was going to be even crazier.
Yeah, so eventually here in the morning, the Dailies Caravan crew comes out and they move the tent out front. But for now, if you don't see it, come inside. Is it at the front?
It's right at the register.
It's at the front register. You can, and if you're coming this way and just saw that we're here, you sign up inside there as well. We're giving away not one, but 10 packs of tickets, Jags, Chiefs, the Monday Nighter.
I would highly suggest that you pay for your gas inside at the register.
There you go. Makes sense. Yeah, don't hit and run.
Correct.
You'll miss out on an opportunity. All right, so Liam Cohen met the media yesterday, digesting now that win over the Texans. It certainly wasn't perfect. Again, the offense is taking on a while to kind of get in its rhythm. Shout out defense, though.
Yes.
They did a great job, especially here at home. They've been unbelievable. They forced turnovers now, 3 turnovers in each game. So they had that late game failure at Cincinnati. It's really the only black mark on the resume here early season. The defense did a terrific job. They made plays, including the game-sealing play with Josh Allen forcing the interception that was corralled by Antonio Johnson. And so Liam Cohen goes home a victor. Got big. Man, we got that big Bo energy down there.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, Tony's reaction to the win and the hugs and handshakes for players and coaches, that's an enthusiasm that you didn't exactly see coming off the field. I like that vibe, man.
Yep.
I like that. It's a little thing. Does it mean a win? No, but, man, it says we're all in this.
Yeah.
It's not some guy in a suit sitting in a luxury box.
Right.
And that's Tony. Most of them aren't like that. Most of them aren't down there in a hoodie giving hugs as he comes.
Like passionate hugs, too.
Passionate. Well, buddy, I know this about my man Tony Baselli, okay?
Yeah.
Good friend. Love him. All right. separated now by professional distance. That part changes. That man loves the freaking Jacksonville Jaguars. He loves them like family, like friends. Like if he's going to get in an argument about something, that's one of the few things that he would choose against important things.
Right.
So that isn't contrived enthusiasm. And watching that 6'7" and now what do you weigh, Tony? 210 pounds for Pete's sake? That 6'7" presence of energy down there is nice to have. And you know what, Tone? When they walk off and they don't have a win, push them around a little bit.
Yeah, show them how it's done, my boy.
That's a big, thick boy. Some men just built a little different, aren't they? Joker's 50-something. Here's the whole big bow energy, I like to call it. If you know, you know. All right. Hugs and handshakes. And even more than that, fist bumps and high fives because you beat the hated Texans for the first time since 2017. They had won here in Jacksonville in 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 7 straight. Houston came into our house and made a sandwich, used the bathroom, didn't flush, and left. All right? Not this week. And if you're Liam Cohen, you take the win.
To not play your best, specifically on one side of the ball, and still come away with a win, that is important. Like that's not results over process. These results do matter, as we all know. And to see our guys stay connected throughout the end of that game, the defense could have easily been pointing fingers at the offense. There was not a peep. There was just, let's go back to work. Let's get out there and go and execute, and we got to go make a play. To go and win a division game like that, physical, tough finish, comes down to the wire. That is really big for us to be able to move forward and have belief that we can go and win tight games, because obviously it wasn't the case last week. And in a game, you probably felt like you played better in a lot of ways, specifically on offense. Defense had our back and really made plays when we needed to at the end on offense. So very, very pleased with their ability to stay connected and to finish a tough game the right way.
That's a long version of E. That's a dub. That's basically a long way of saying that's a dub. So it's onward to San Francisco. He talked about that. Listen, this is going to be a good – Liam Cohen is going to put pressure on Trevor Lawrence to perform. There's no more Trevor Lawrence is the number one pick on a floundering franchise, and, you know, he's just going to catch his catch can and do what he can within an organization that is scatterbrained and at times toxic. That's not going to be the situation here. He's not going to blow kisses at Trevor Lawrence. He's going to challenge him. He's going to give the kind of evaluation of him that Gen Pop will give.
Yeah.
He's not going to cover it up. In fact, he was asked yesterday, is Trevor playing better than his stats? He's off to a slow statistical start. We know that. I'm impressed with the 2-1 part of the statistical start and a fourth quarter drive to win a game, a nice audible, and to be in a game and the ability to win it at the end is also an important trait that Trevor hasn't done a lot either because we've lost a lot of football games. But I'll let you hear what Liam Cohen said when he was asked, is Trevor playing better than his stats? He didn't exactly jump up and down and say, yeah, you guys are missing the boat here. This dude's off to a terrific start. But at the same time, it's not any kind of lack of commitment down there. But it's just an interesting dynamic. And his thoughts on it, I think, are important. And he gave those yesterday. You'll hear from the head coach on that still to come this hour. Also, Tyson Campbell, what a kind of redemption in game for him. That game had a lot of chapters for Tyson Campbell.
Yes, it did.
And he got injured early on a stick. I guess, you know what I think happened there? Remember you used to hear this when you were watching football a lot? Stinger. You never hear stinger anymore.
You know what? You don't.
When's the last time you heard that? It's a stinger.
Yeah, I haven't heard that.
That looks like he probably had a stinger on what is, I don't even know what a stinger is. Probably like a little pinched nerve or something.
I feel like I've had them before.
Yeah, sure.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
And then it kind of works its way out.
Correct.
Yeah, so I wonder if he had the old stinger. We haven't heard that in a while. And then he got burnt on the play. I don't know if it's miscommunication or not, but I know you're lined up against Nico Collins. There ain't no one within 20 yards of him for a tying touchdown. Mm-hmm. But then came back, forced the fumble, had awesome coverage on Collins on that final drive. So, but he'll speak to the most incredible early season storyline is are the forced turnovers and the turnover margin. These are stats that we have been awful in. And by the way, if we don't win the turnover battle 3-1 on Sunday, we lose the game.
We lose the game.
Yeah. If we don't get those turnovers, we lose the game. So that could be more specifically what he speaks of when he says the defense made the plays and won the game. So it's off to San Francisco. More on the Jags as we motor through here. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday today, live on location. Catlin's live downtown for over 100 years. Downtown second and main truck guy here. And look, you can just check out the rolling lock when you come by and see us this morning because we're live at the Dailies, 4991 Gate Parkway, just south of JTB. Today is the big day. We're going to have a drawing at about 10 till 10 for 2 10-packs of Monday Night Football tickets. Also going to give you $200 tailgate cash to load up for that fun night of football. So you're going to be able to register for that. For now, they're inside at the front register. I'm pretty sure they move out underneath like a tent, a canopy a little bit later this morning. But make it part of your morning commute today. Yeah, you could get lucky and have one heck of a Monday Night Football party. All right, so officially the SEC has a big release today as far as fans are concerned. But apparently that release has been leaked, and it's pretty much being accepted that this leak is accurate, which means we know the 3 yearly common opponents for all SEC teams. For Florida, that's an important distinction. Listen, if you're a Gator fan and you were choosing, to each his own, you may choose 3 different. I don't think any Gator fan would choose the 3 that Florida landed with.
I agree.
I think of all, and by the way, every school has an argument. Of all the schools, it feels like the Gators got done dirty.
I was like, what?
So I'll reveal. And by the way, when you go through, there's a lot of whats. There's some games here that are missing as annual rivalries that just make you say, what are y'all doing, man? So, but the new era of college football, forget the heck with old rivalries. It's all about now and in the future. So I'll share that info with you if you haven't seen it. FSU football gets a little early start this week. They go to Virginia. It's a Friday night game. Those always feel like a little more dangerous to me than a normal. But Noles go on the road for the first time after this fast start. That's something to keep an eye on. And much more news from both around the NFL. We got a full-blown football fix today. We got college basketball news and a shocker in the SEC and really on the national scale yesterday with a coach stepping down. Not too early to start talking Ryder Cup golf. That's a fun weekend. You'll enjoy the Ryder Cup.
This is going to be my first year.
Yeah,
actually,
that's right.
The same way I locked in with the Masters, I'm going to lock in with this.
I think you're really going to enjoy this. It's different. It's different.
It's giving me like Olympic vibes because it's like USA.
It is. It is. I don't want to say nastier. It's more aggressive than Olympics.
Okay.
They're going to get after those Euros. It'll get uncomfortable.
Right,
there will be moments in the matches where a Euro and an American are going to go chin to chin.
Really?
Yeah, they're going to get.
They get like that.
They'll get ticked at each other about something, or they'll be demonstrative, or one will do something, the other will come back extra. I'm not saying every match will be like that. Will happen. This is the one time in golf where, it ratchets up.
I like that
in its intensity. So. We have set the table for you live from the Dailies, 4991 Gate Parkway. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We are looking forward to all your favorites. That includes the Doring Report. Get Chris's thoughts on this SEC schedule that I'm going to let you in on when we come back on the other side. Do we have our high school report today?
Baldwin, Coach Dylan Denmar. We got one of his boys coming up.
Is he going to call in, I guess, from Baldwin? That makes
Wonderful.
sense to do since we're on location, so that's good timing as well. So thanks for being up and at 'em with us. We wouldn't be here without you. And today is a big day. Stop by, get registered for these 10 packs of tickets for Monday Night Football.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, he's got quite a resume.
Ex-Special Forces technician.
Hayes Carline.
Well-trained in hand-to-hand combat.
Behind enemy lines. 5 hours before kickoff on 1010XL. Activated by Pella Windows and Doors. Visit the showroom on Phillips Highway.
Dailies Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Dailies Dash today to get your delicious Duval sub. Dailies is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, Scarline here. If you're shopping for a new ride, you've got to check out Atlantic Infinity. Not only do you get a luxury vehicle, you also get the Atlantic Infinity Promise Free with every new car. That's almost $2,500 in added value just for buying smarter, and you don't have to sweat it out on the lot. Shop in their indoor climate-controlled showrooms. It's cool, comfortable, hassle-free. They're on Atlantic near St. John's Bluff, or browse anytime at AtlanticInfinity.com.
Fish know where to hide. Captain Kevin knows how to find them.
That's a big one.
Listen for the Wing Power Fishing Forecast Show, brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Royal Pest Services.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Say goodbye to glasses and contacts with customized vision treatments at Bowden Eye & Associates. Hey, Hicken here. Dr. Bowden and his expert team bring you all the latest options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses, refractive lens exchange, or traditional LASIK. Tailored just for you. Imagine waking up to clear vision. No hassle, no fuss. You ready to see the difference? Call now or visit BowdenEye.com for a free screening. Bowden Eye & Associates, keeping the first coast focused.
Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Get ready, poker players. The World Poker Tour is coming back to Best Bet Jacksonville from October 30th through November 18th. It's your chance to become a World Poker Tour champion with 14 different poker tournaments to play, including the Best Bet Scramble, a $5,000 no-limit hold'em main event with a $1 million guarantee. Satellites and mega satellites are going on now at Best Bet Jacksonville. For the full WPT schedule and more information, visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Frank Frangie here, telling you about my daughter Amber's journey with Awaken 180. She's lost 60 pounds. Can you believe that? And she just took a road trip. The reason is it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. Call 844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we're back. It's a Catlin Chuck Accessories Tuesday on the drill.
Do we got a Jags?
Huh?
Do we got a Jags open?
Oh, God, yeah, too. Oh, I got a funny picture. E and I were talking in the break, and he was showing me video of this little 4-year-old that hit a hole-in-one. That doesn't sound a bit fair to this 58-year-old, but nonetheless. Little 4, and it was a legit little hole-in-one. Now, I don't know the distance. It looked like about 80, 90 yards hitting off some child's tee, but it looked like a real golf course. It was in good shape, so shout out to little 4-year-old. I saw this other dude started playing golf 6 years ago. He's made a hole-in-one 3 months in a row. You know what the odds are of making a hole-in-one, by the way? I do. I'm that fixated. 12,000 to 1. You know what is also scary, E? That number, 12,000 to 1?
Right.
I've estimated, I'm now behind the math. That's how unlucky. I've hit more than 12,000 tee shots on par threes in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, think about it. If you play golf once a week, in which I, through the years, have played more.
Average par threes.
You're going to have 4 par threes around. So 4 times 50, that's going to be like 200, a little over 200 a year if you do that. I mean, if you play for, but I probably average more. I'm probably right at the 12,000, so maybe it's coming. Or maybe not. Seve Ballesteros never had a hole-in-one as a pro.
Who?
Seve Ballesteros is a Hall of Famer, multiple Masters and major winner, and never had a hole-in-one.
Never has a hole-in-one.
Never had it. He's passed now, but yeah. Never had a hole-in-one. So, but anyway, what we were talking about was we were talking about the 4-year-old. So when we started talking about the Wampus, the grandson, what a trip he is, and I told him, I was just telling him he's all boy. Everything's sports, right? He wants to do this. He wants to play this. You young dads out there can understand this, right? It's just, football's all he stops and watches. He's always throwing something, tackling, wrestling, trucks, just boy,
Random walks by, punches.
Yeah, just boy out the ears. That's right. But I got these, so we have a bunch of helmets. Shoot, these helmets are left over since my kids were little, but those, those little plastic helmets, not tiny, but the ones that are about the size of a softball.
Yep.
They're so cool. I love that kind of stuff when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But, he's got 8 or 10 of them. I was telling E.T., he can already tell you what some of the teams, the teams that are of the helmets we have. But then he says, you have Jaguar helmets. And I do. One of the little helmets that we smash around on the floor is a Tony Baselli's
sign.
It's a Hall of Fame. There's a Hall of Fame signature, man.
He's just kicking it around.
Right there with LaVisca Chenault. They don't know the difference.
Heck no.
Somebody's like, man, you got a Hall of Fame signature on a helmet and you're banging around on the floor?
Let me get that.
Yeah, well, you got to know people. Helps to know people. All right, I want to get into this SEC scheduling. I think you could say winners or losers. I don't know how you guys feel out there as a fan of an SEC team. I want the good rivalries. I don't care if they're hard games. I don't want to play Mississippi State instead of LSU because that would be easier. I want to play LSU. And I think a lot of fans would be that way. Look, college football doesn't give a damn about you. They don't give a damn about tradition. This all started when the divisions and the conference expansion began. Florida-Auburn, gang, you haven't been around long enough. It was a heck of a rivalry. I bet you Auburn was Florida's a top 3 rival in Florida. Certainly a way bigger rival than LSU, a way bigger rival than Tennessee. Auburn-Florida was a big-time rivalry. Well, the conference killed that when they went to divisions in 92, and now that's forgotten, and it's not even factored into any disappointment you may have with this release. So I guess the beauty's going to be in the eye of the beholder here.
Okay.
It's going to depend on, do you want your good traditional matchups with brand teams, or do you want the easier path? Me, if it were me, I'll go ahead and tell you before Florida's coming. I've said this all along. And I also think there's certain schools, I think they did it wrong, man. I think there's certain programs where you should place a top 6 to 8 expectation, and they should play each other.
Okay.
And then let the others round robin. Let Alabama play Auburn, Tennessee, and Georgia. Let Texas play Oklahoma, Texas A&M, and LSU.
Yeah.
Let LSU play Texas and Florida and Alabama. But to my point, if it were me and I were choosing 3 constant annual opponents. Now, look, the other side is it's changed this way. There are 9 conference games. You're going to play every team twice in 4 years.
Okay.
So if you go to school, the original designs, you'd be there for 4 years. But if you go to school in 4 years, you're going to play every team home and away. And in addition, though, you have your 3 annual opponents that you will play every year. Again, if it were me and I could choose for Florida,
that's what I want to know.
I'd go Georgia, LSU, Tennessee.
Those are
the 3 biggest rivals. Those are 3 huge games. LSU and Florida have played every year since 1971. They've had big key title matchups. They're 2 similar programs. Florida and LSU should play every year, man.
Mine's a little bit different. Obviously, you have a different perspective.
Yeah.
Mine is Florida State.
Well, Florida State's not SEC.
Oh, that's so
you get them. You got to pick 3 SEC you get to play or have to play every year.
Georgia.
Yeah.
LSU, Alabama.
So Florida's have a long history, but I get how you would want to see that.
Yeah,
and that's
always
all right, so we'll get into a few of these as well. It'll be interesting to get Chris Doring's thoughts on this in about 45 minutes. The spoiler part, again, so to me there's winners and losers here. But again, it depends on what is a win or a loss for you and what you want. Florida goes into the loser category. The Gators' 3 constant opponents every year will be Georgia, Kentucky, and South Carolina.
That's crazy right there.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Now, South Carolina, you can sell as a rival because when they joined in the East in 92, they played every year. But, like, Alabama gets Auburn and Tennessee, and then a throwaway. Auburn gets Georgia and Alabama to go with Vandy. Georgia gets Auburn and Florida. Texas gets Texas A&M and Oklahoma. But so those teams win if you had Texas A&M gets LSU and Texas. LSU gets Ole Miss and Texas A&M. Good regional, longer-running rivalries. Florida gets South Carolina, Kentucky. Tennessee gets Alabama, who they have to keep. That's their Georgia. Vandy, Kentucky. Ooh. And so I look, you knew it was coming. I really thought, though, that Tennessee and Florida would land as common opponents. And I don't know the math, how easy, but I could just make some quick switches here and make this thing better. I don't know what the arguments were for each school when they were pleading their cases, if they did, or if they just threw it into a random generator. There are certain rivalries that have to be protected. Obviously, Alabama's got to play Tennessee, and they got to play Auburn. And Florida's got to play Georgia. It's really their only got to play, and Georgia's got to play Auburn, to be honest with you. But Florida should have to got to play Auburn, only they killed that rivalry 30 years ago. So that's what it'll be. Again, this is a little bit more minimal, and there is this. Whoever the next coach comes in, you get Kentucky, South Carolina the first 2 times out of the bat, off the bat. You'd rather get Kentucky, South Carolina maybe than LSU, Tennessee for a year or two, as depending, by the way, on whether or not they land on the schedule. One thing about the SEC, and by the way, Vandy's 4-0, way ahead of Florida, is there are 8 to 10 hard games there every year. Somebody may be somebody may be a little bit down, but somebody else will be up in their place. And whether it's on Missouri or South Carolina or someone like that filling in for an Auburn or an LSU or a Texas A&M that's not having as good a year. So there you have it, Gator fan. You'll get your 6 other rotators, but the 3 common opponents, according to reports on an announcement later today. No Tennessee, no LSU year to year. Georgia, South Carolina, Kentucky. All right, come back on the other side. I'm going to let you hear what Liam Cohen said about Trevor Lawrence's development, what he sees, and whether or not he's performing better than the stat sheet says. Also, Tyson Campbell on the sudden turnover penchant for this Jaguars defense. We're live on location this morning. You need to stop by and register to win one of these 2 10-packs of Monday Night Football tickets that we are giving away a little bit later this morning with a drawing. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on 1010XL.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Speed.
45-50.
Talent.
How high can you leap?
Opportunity.
Just when they needed it most.
Listen for the Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game. Experience the universal difference on 1010XL.
This is your escape. This is your next adventure. This is Mazda, and this is Mazda at the Avenues. Lauren Brooks here. Right now, purchase any new Mazda model, and Mazda at the Avenues will match your down payment or your payments for 1 full year. Plus, every new Mazda comes with 3 years, 36,000 miles of maintenance at no additional charge to you. This is luxury, and this is the start of something new. This is Mazda at the Avenues. For complete details, call 904-430-8047.
Tired of high energy bills? Replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now with the big BOGO event. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires September 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Okay, listen up, team. They're out to test our reputation as the best plumber in Jacks, so we gotta play like the experts we are. When customers call with leaky faucets, broken water heaters, toilet repairs, broken pipes, or any other challenge, we'll give them a solution fast. Now, who are we?
Roland Reese Plumbing!
I can't hear you.
Roland Reese Plumbing!
Now That's what a winner sounds like. Customers always win with Roland Reach Plumbing at plumberinjacks.com.
Frank Frangie here. Big Chief Tire offers affordable quality tires for every type of vehicle. Whether you're looking for all-season tires, high-performance options, or something more budget-friendly, Big Chief has the perfect set to keep you rolling. Their expert technicians ensure your tires are installed quickly and safely so you can drive with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and check out their unbeatable tire deals today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Hey, gang, it's football season, and I don't know a bunch about chips and dip, but I know this. If you got chips, then you need dip. And if you need dip, let me tell you the dip for your chips. It's Daisy French Onion Dip. You'll love the new Daisy French Onion Dip and a Daisy Ranch Dip as well. Game changers. These are delicious as homemade dip, made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. You've got to try the dip of deliciousness. Look for Daisy French Onion Dip at a grocery store near you.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
Oh, we're back and booming. We're at the Dailies, 4991 Gay Parkway. It's your last day to come and enter. We're going to have the drawing at the end of today's show. 2 10-packs of tickets to Monday Night Football. Thanks to our partners here at Daily. So looking forward to that on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. When they said there was a wariness around drafting Shador Sanders because of the potential distraction, this is what they meant. This is what they meant. If you don't draft Shador Sanders, you don't have a mid-September storyline based off of something that his Hall of Fame father said. This is the distraction that Deion and Shador felt was unfair. I don't know if they felt it was unfair or wondered why there'd be a distraction. This is a distraction. Deion Sanders, head coach at Colorado, and Shador's pops, says he thinks his son will start for the Browns this season. That's not a distraction at all, is it? To a Cleveland team that just won on the road.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, at home. Just beat Green Bay. The quarterback position is a mess, sure. Shador could very well be in the plans. I don't know. But you want to talk about a distraction? A coach of a college team who has a lot of sway and
just a regular
not
coach.
Just a regular guy, not just a regular dad. It's not like they found Brock Purdy's dad and he said it. That's why he's a distraction.
Yeah, I
taking all the attention off of your team and putting it on the Sanders family. Again, I don't care. I'm just explaining why people, you have some pushback of the distraction aspect.
That's 100% true.
So this is where the distraction comes in. When you take away from – shut up. You're not in our bubble, man. You don't know a damn thing about what we're doing at quarterback, and I don't need your Hall of Fame voice weighing in. It's helicopter parenting. You're better than this. If he's going to start this year, we'll find out. Anyway, just a little thing. All right, let's talk about our quarterback. And the important stat is, I guess, the Jags are 2-1. And in fairness, it's not like they're winning in spite of Trevor Lawrence. It's not that kind of situation. They're not winning in spite of how he's playing.
Correct. No.
He's not putting them on his back and showing any kind of above-average numbers. Many of the numbers, in fact, are below average. He is 12th in the league in passing yards at 223. But the other stats just aren't where you want him to be. He's got 4 touchdowns. He's got 4 picks, a passer rating that's down at about 70. His completion percentage is under 60%. And there are a variety of reasons to go and why. Hicken has a valid point, though, when he says you look at the quarterbacks, leaders, and drop passes, and it's Burrow and Mahomes and a bunch of other guys. That being said, engineered a fourth quarter drive, got credit in the post game for making adjustment on the big play to Brian Thomas. By the way, Cohen did say yesterday that it was Brian Thomas Jr. is the one who should have taken the knee.
Really?
If he takes a knee inbounds, then they can.
Yeah.
Then they have to use a timeout.
Correct.
Instead of
ETN.
Right, and then we could have run the clock down apparently, but I like it just the way it worked.
We won.
I like the touchdown.
Me too.
I don't like leaving it up to the right foot of even a good kicker or a defense to only protect 3 versus 7. I would have gone for the field goal and got a 6-point lead last week, but that's now water way under the bridge. But here we are, 223 a game, slightly under 60% pass percentage, just 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. So Liam Cohen, you are 2-1. Is Trevor playing better than the stats say?
Yeah, I think so in some ways for sure. Obviously it's hard when, you may miss a few throws, and then when you do make some, we don't catch them. That's frustrating for sure. I don't know how many it truly was at the end of the day. I think it was around 4 or 5. So you look at it statistically, then it should probably be higher than a 50% completion percentage. And then there's some throws that, he needs to make, and he knows that. And it's not a negative. It's just, hey, man, we got to make these throws, and how can we help you, from a footwork standpoint or, an accuracy standpoint, some of those things. There's some tight window throws, too, that are difficult. But I've been very proud of Trevor's, the preparation, the way that he's gone about it, and then the scramble that he made on a critical third down yesterday. There's a lot of resiliency out of him and that group in general.
So make what you want. It didn't sound like a emotional ringing endorsement. It certainly wasn't a abject criticism as well. But look, hopefully in about 6 weeks, it's 14 touchdowns, 6 picks.
Yeah.
And the completion percentage is up. The Jaguars are winning football. It's early. I do think we should feel extra excited and optimistic that the Jags are off to a relative. They're not exactly humming, but they're 2-1,
which is kind of a good thing.
They have a great thing.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's almost like you're teaching a toddler right now.
Yeah.
Teach them good habits. Teach them good.
Yeah.
And winning these games.
As you get older.
Right.
Yeah.
You need that reinforcement. This is what we do here. We win home games. We win division games. Doesn't matter if we play great. We're going to make the play to win the game. We're not going to be the guy that gives up the play. And at least on Sunday, that's the way it played out. The turnovers are a real storyline here, though. I don't think the Jags win without that turnover battle. Tyson Campbell had a real nice kind of comeback Sunday after some struggles, made big plays late, and he talked about this defense's penchant for getting the pigskin.
We just love playing with each other out there, man. We just having fun, playing for one another, not pointing any fingers, having each other back and trust that, each player on the field is going to do their job. And after that, it becomes easy. It's just playing ball after that. So I think that's really what it comes down to, everybody playing one play at a time, and fight to the end of the whistle.
All right, don't look now, but 2 of the 3 Night Football, the best party in town, coming up here in a couple of weeks as we broadcast live this morning from the Dailies, 4991 Gate Parkway. They got food specials in here. Enjoy this daily grind is hit the spot this morning. Got that fresh brewed coffee. And we're good to go. Back with a football fix and more next on 1010XL.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida State a 7-point favorite over Virginia, 58.5 the total at Scott Stadium in Charlottesville on Friday night. UCF a 5.5-point dog at Kansas State. Florida off until October the 4th when they host the Texas Longhorns. The Gators have lost 3 straight games. Jacksonville Jaguars, a 3-point underdog of the San Francisco 49ers Sunday at Levi's Stadium. Nick Bosa, the 49ers, out for the season with a torn ACL, 47.5 the total. Mike Evans dealing with a hamstring injury. The Buccaneers are 2.5-point dogs Sunday at home against the Eagles. Cash back for every bet with a GBank Signature Visa card. VSIN.com/GBank. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Jacksonville, it's football season, and Duck Duck Rooter is proud to be on your home team. As a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, we tackle plumbing, septic, and air conditioning problems with championship-level service. Keep an eye out for our custom Jaguar wrap plumbing vans rolling around town. They're hard to miss and always ready for the next play at your home or business. With thousands of 5-star Google reviews and the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, trust Duck Duck Rooter to keep you in the game. Call 904-862-6769 or visit duckduckrooter.com. Duck Duck Rooter, when you're stuck, call the Duck.
Big number one Duval Ford is trusted by Duval families, Duval businesses, and law enforcement across Florida. We're Jacksonville's largest Ford dealer by new Ford sales with the biggest service facility to keep everything in your driveway and in your fleet on the road. Shop Big number one Duval Ford on Cassett Avenue for our low prices and nationally recognized service-first experience. Big number one Duval Ford, proudly serving North Florida since 1916.
If you missed it, get it on demand.
And you send those out on the line.
Find your 1010XL favorites where you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com. Channel 5. Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jax for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
This is Mike Lynch, PGA Golf Professional. Take it from me, if you're dealing with an orthopedic issue, talk to the doctors at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where you're treated like a pro.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros. Thanks to all of you who have allowed us to be part of your recovery. Call us at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists if you ever have a need.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Jacksonville's building a fence along the goal line. This is the Superior Fence and Rail Defensive Player of the Game. Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
Jordan Lewis was incredible against Houston. The Jacksonville cornerback tallied 4 tackles versus the Texans, with 3 being solo, and he also nabbed an interception in what was a clutch performance. Number 2, knew what to do to seal a victory for this young squad, and he's your Superior Fence and Rail's defensive player of the game.
You waited forever for your new fence. Then strangers show up. Subcontractors rushing the job. Sent by the company you trusted. Frustrating, right? Superior Fence and Rail promises better. Their professionally trained builders deliver quality you can trust. No subcontractors, no shortcuts. Just the superior craftsmanship your home deserves.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Brian Wall here. Would you take your paycheck, go to the bank, cash it, and then simply throw it up in the air? I didn't think so. But in a way, over the years, that is exactly what you're doing if you have old or builder-grade windows in your home. Even if you have a brand new home, those windows are not the best windows you can have to save on your energy bills. Window World has sold millions of replacement windows to homeowners like you, and Window World's customer satisfaction is the highest in the business. Please check Window World out yourself and save on your new windows and on your energy bills. Compare with other companies and you'll see Window World is simply the best for less. It's up to you. You can call Window World and get a free estimate, get the best guarantee in the window replacement business, save money on your new windows, and save more on your energy bills. Call Window World today at 904-443-7001 or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, we are back. We're live at the Dailies, 4991 Gay Parkway. People are already stopping by to enter to win those 10-pack of tickets to Monday Night Football. We got 2 of them because we are 10-10. It's the Football Fix, by the way, is brought to you by All-State agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin and the home course, the Jointon Creek Golf Club. So tee it high and let it fly. I'll see you on the course, the home course, the Jointon Creek Golf Club. All right, mentioned Monday Night Football last night. Impressive win for the Lions. They make the plays late. They beat the Ravens in Baltimore. And so the storyline here, the Ravens are 1-2. The Chiefs are 1-2. And guess who plays next week, gang? The Chiefs and the Ravens. Whew. You want to talk about tough schedules. Huh? How about the Ravens out of the gates? Huh? Buffalo, Detroit, Kansas City. Thank you, NFL. Hey, thanks a bunch. Appreciate you. Kansas City's also faced a difficult schedule out of the gates, although they did get a game at the Giants this weekend. Let's not kid ourselves. So, Monday Night Football last night goes to the Lions. They're 2-1, and after struggling in that game one without their coordinators, they have looked like last year's Lions the last 2 weeks. That two-headed running back, by the way, is back for Detroit.
They're back.
Montgomery ran for 150 last night. He and Gibbs both scored 2 touchdowns apiece, and the Lions win Monday Night Football. Man, if you want to talk about scapegoats, I saw the Falcons fired our buddy Ike Hilliard yesterday.
Oh, I saw that.
Ike Hilliard's the receivers coach, man. If you're going to write off all the offensive woes in Atlanta on the receivers coach, come on now.
Ike caught a stray.
Ike has been a receivers coach in the league for the Bucs and the Bills and a bunch of teams for a lot of years. It seems strange that Michael Penix Jr. can't throw a ball, and it's the receivers coach that gets the axe. Nick Bosa, torn ACL, so the 49ers will be without maybe their best defensive player, a monster pass rusher. They're already without George Kittle on the offensive side. We don't know about Brock Purdy going into the game. The injury bug is winked at the Jaguars here early in the year. We're facing opponents that are missing major contributors, and I'll remind you, that Houston game could have gone different if last year's Joe Mixon had been in the game. Joe Mixon last year was a difference maker for them in the run game. Nick Chubb and the rookie, they don't look like they're anywhere near. Part of the reason why Houston's off to that 0-3 start. All right, we got guys officially out for the year. Najee Harris, man, that's a tough one. He signed in free agency, and look, it felt like the Chargers had kind of made this transition, and we're going to throw the ball this year. But Jim Harbaugh, he wants to run it. Yeah. So they brought in a rookie. They brought in Najee Harris, and that'll be the O'Marion Hampton show because Harris is gone for the year. CeeDee Lamb could be headed to IR, Jerry Jones is now saying. So he has high ankle sprain. He left the loss at Chicago. Dallas is another team. Be careful. They played so good in that opener, so competitively in that opener against Philly. If they could have stolen that week one game against Philly somehow, but they didn't. And, after barely beating the Giants, they got whacked. So, man, it's not been a very karmic year for Jerry Jones to this point. He's made bad personnel decisions. They've got injuries on the field. They're off to a 1-2 start. Inevitably, the questions and concerns with Dak start to come to the forefront. It happens quick in the NFL. You step in for a guy and have a good game, and immediately the speculation begins. And in Minnesota, they're focusing that speculation on Carson Wentz and J.J. McCarthy. This sounds like a media story to me. They drafted J.J. McCarthy. Kevin O'Connell's a quarterback whisperer. Carson Wentz is Carson Wentz, a good backup to have. He certainly performed as best he could, but let's don't get it twisted, man. I mean, the Vikings won that game with such emphasis on Sunday because of the defensive effort, particularly that Isaiah Rodgers, who had a literal historic day. All right, one thing we do on Tuesdays I'm actually kind of looking forward to?
Getting kind of hectic.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the Power Poll, wondering what kind of street cred the Jaguars get for beating Houston.
Me too.
I think if you beat Houston in the opener, you probably get a little more than beating them and sending them to 0-3. But where would your guess be? Early tease to the.
So definitely.
What were we last? We went down, didn't we, from like 22 to 24? Something like that.
We went from 24 to 22, I think.
Is that what we did? Yeah, I don't know about that, buddy.
But I know I'm guessing front half.
Yeah, 15.
Something like
16.
that. Some in that area. That's a sweet spot.
Yeah. Well, there were some 1-2 teams that the Jags will be behind. Just as there were some 0-2 teams, they were behind at 1-1.
Correct.
Right? Kansas City, Baltimore probably still be ahead of Jacksonville.
So that bothers me. We should be behind no 1-2 teams.
Yeah, well, it's a power poll. Who do you think's better?
We should be behind no 1-2 team.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's not a single 1-2 team that we should be behind right now.
Well, what if the Jaguars 2 wins came against Carolina and Houston at home.
But they did it.
And Baltimore's 2 losses came at Buffalo and Detroit.
That's why it's the power poll.
That's why they do a power poll, not just the standings. All right, anyway, that's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers and Mandarin and the home course at Jointon Creek Golf Club. We're live at Daly's. Got that giveaway later at the end of the show. Stop by and register. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Hicken arrival and more come your way next. The Doring Report, his thoughts on the Florida common opponents year to year. I'm sure we'll get those about 7:15 this morning as well. Back with more next. You're listening to 1010XL on 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Looking out over that Golden Gate Bridge.
It's a gold rush to the Golden Gate. Duval Pride takes a long ride to the Golden State.
Let's go!
Jaguars 49ers. It's a make a statement kind of game. Sunday at 4 on the home of the Jaguars. 1010 XL.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hacker here. And this past week during the 5th quarter, I had a listener come up to me and say that my story about Awaken 180 weight loss, my journey with Awaken 180 weight loss, had inspired them. And they made the call to Awaken 180 weight loss. They were beginning the program that they hoped would change their life much as it has changed mine. Awaken 180 weight loss has changed my life for the positive. And I love that I can tell people about Awaken 180 if you need to lose weight like I certainly needed to. And if my story inspires you to make the call, it'll be the best call you will ever make. It's the best weight loss program I've ever been on. The coaching you get, the guidance you get is absolutely spectacular. Take it from somebody that lost over 100 pounds on Awaken 180 weight loss. If it's time for you to regain control of your life, go to awaken180weightloss.com. That's awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. Guys, if I can do it, you can do it. Awaken 180 weight loss.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
When it comes to your utility bill, JEA wants to help you use less so you can save more. We offer a variety of free programs, like efficiency and irrigation assessments that'll teach you ways to conserve energy and water around your home. Our alerts will let you know when your utility usage has reached a set amount, and our rebates can help you save when upgrading to more efficient appliances and equipment. Find even more ways to save at JEA.com.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, call Sam, Harry, or Joe at AA Automotive on Richard Street. From oil changes to complex engine repairs, AA Automotive promises expert service and honest pricing from a local family biz. AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
All right. Folks, Hicken here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Man, I love Beaches Dermatology. Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, Dr. Fader, great people. Great people. They take great care of you there. But they want to remind you to take care of your skin. They're there for all your skincare needs, man. They'll be there for you, but they prefer you take care of your skin so you don't have to deal with them, right? They prefer that you wear those floppy hats and protect those ears, man. Sunscreen up, long sleeve dry fits. If you're out in the sun all day long, if you're fishing, if you're golfing, if you're at your kids' games, if you're working out there, man, be careful. It's a sunshine state for a reason, man. And if something does show up on your skin, then go get it checked out. Best way to do that is beachesdermatology.com. Find the location that best serves you. I go to the one off Solano Road. Shout out to all the fine folks out there. Listen, they will be there for you. They've been there for me for decades and helping me through some skin issues. I appreciate them. Beachesdermatology.com for all your skincare needs.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. When you need a trailer hitch, gooseneck, or RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We've been doing it for 55 years, and customer service is our #1 priority. Visit cannonsofjacks.com.
hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
I'm Chris Campione. Veterans have given so much in the service of our country, but when it comes to legal challenges, you shouldn't have to fight alone. At Campione Law, we're here to help veterans like you get the support and compensation you deserve. Whether it's a workplace injury, a personal injury claim, or navigating a veteran's disability claim, we'll stand by your side every step of the way. Your service to our country matters. Let us serve you with the dedication and respect you deserve. Call Campione Law for a free consultation today. Campione Law, fighting for veterans, fighting for justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Campione Law.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. On Victory Monday, Jags head coach Liam Cohen addressed his quarterback's frustrations with drop passes.
It's hard when, you may miss a few throws, and then when you do make some, we don't catch them.
Meanwhile, Florida's DJ Lagway is back in a walking boot after Saturday's loss to Miami, per multiple reports. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
72 degrees at 7:02. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
I like when it's even louder.
Echoes.
Louder! Let's go! Ready to roll. Hello!
Don't need any mics.
Echo!
Just turn them off. Don't even need
Good to be here on a Tuesday, man. I am ready. There's a lot of good topics to sink our juicy teeth into.
Our teeth are juicy, or the topics are.
Yes.
Teeth are juicy. We need to get to the dentist.
I was thinking this, driving in. Is it better, is it good, or is it bad that the Jaguars are winning 2-1 and their quarterback and top pick, if you graded them, and we're going to do that, the Dreamfinders Homes poll question in a minute, and they're not playing like dogs or A+ ball or anything like that. So is that a good thing? Or is it a bad thing?
It might be too early from this standpoint. This team is winning now because the big story of this football season, maybe you could quarterback if the defense is going to get 3 turnovers a game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the story. They won the game Sunday because the defense made a play.
But the offense still had to drive it in the fourth quarter. They got to drive for a touchdown.
To me, again, to each his own. You want to have stats. It's what makes you a pretty quarterback.
Right.
But you also want to make sure, and to me, it is important that you get to a game that you got a guy that can go in and can do what he did in that series, and not all of them do.
Right.
There's a lot of quarterbacks got the ball this week with a chance to go win it and didn't. So that kind of puts a little bit of shine on what statistically is slow would be probably the wrong adjective.
I also wonder,
statistically,
with Trevor, is Trevor a slow starter?
Like in a game?
No, in a season.
Last
year he was terrible in the first 4 games.
I don't know.
You mean like Cincinnati? Like Cincinnati, slow starter? How Cincinnati?
Not with the wins and losses,
Correct,
but his play.
His stats,
because if you go back and look, when was he at his best? Although it was the end of 22, but it was the beginning of 23, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So,
but then, and then the injuries have thrown things off. And I would say this: I would imagine. That Trevor's still working through his latest mechanical adjustments that this staff made.
Yeah, but
But I'm just saying, there's
perhaps
from getting completely comfortable is all I mean. So I thought Liam Cohen answered it pretty spot on when he was asked yesterday, is Trevor playing better than the stats?
Yeah.
A mild, yeah, probably a little bit. But just as there are passes dropped, there are passes that need to be completed. Ultimately, that 2-1 answers your question. Yeah, it's probably a good thing if you haven't. You can focus it on those two guys, but overall, if you haven't played your best football and you're still 2-1, I guess that's the winning ugly phrase.
Well, I think the reason why, those are the reasons why it can be a good thing. The reasons why it's a bad thing would be because in the end, he is what he is.
I guess you could look at it you could say you won the game the other day despite your receivers not catching a ball.
Yeah.
That's also a storyline.
It is.
You know, if and not all of them, there's passes that are dropped. But if you go 4 for 7 instead of 0 for 7, that changes just that statistical perspective. Nothing else. The game still goes the same way, most likely.
Well, Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Florida Gators, the PGA Tour, and congratulations to our guy, the new owner of the Tampa Bay Rays.
What threw yesterday?
Big Z.
Okay.
Shout out, Big Z.
Shout out.
What
See you in the suite.
No, we have plans for opening day already.
I don't know. Well, we'll wait. The stadium. Once the stadium, they got to take care of the stadium first.
That's
things
fair.
first. But anyway.
Can they play here next year? No?
No.
That's too bad.
With that said, what happened? What happened?
And I do think it's a distinction as you find your poll question. It's not as if the Jaguars are winning in spite of the quarterback play.
Right.
Because we've had that situation, too. And you see that situation around the league.
Yeah.
They're not overcoming Trevor Lawrence to win football games.
Right.
You know, they're 2-1.
Right.
So,
right.
Anyway,
go to DreamFindersHomes.com. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. The homes, if you haven't looked, just look at them. They're beautiful and they're affordable. And you can get some wonderful interest rates at 15 different locations throughout.
15 of them things.
Yes, 15 of them things throughout Jacksonville, FLA. So tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. They will help you navigate your home purchase for your first-time homeowners. Grade Trevor Lawrence's play through those games. A, 2-1, just win, baby. B, couple wins and some big throws. C, 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. D, 29th in rating, 23rd in QBR. Those are your 4 choices. A, B, C, or D. Trevor Lawrence's grade, please, through the first 3 games. What say you two, jabronis?
I go B-. I know that's not one of the options. I don't think if you're 2-1 and you're not, like, making the game. The problem with Trevor along the way, too, he's made the game-losing play, those end-zone interceptions, and tried to the other day, you could argue. I would go B, though. B? I think B would probably be
what say you?
The most.
You know what? I'm going to go C. You know, C is passing.
Yeah.
He's not playing losing football. It's not a D.
Right.
It could be better. I'm going to go C.
All right. A, just win, baby, 24%. So 1 in 4. By the way, 450 votes. B, 21%. So the B grade, 21. So 24%, 21%. C, 37%. And D, 18%. So very mixed.
Middle of the pack.
Yeah, very mixed results.
B- is where it landed, or C+.
So anyway, that is you can vote for another hour and 37 minutes in our poll question. Then the other thing is Cleveland radio yesterday. Did you see this? Those boys there, they're sitting there. Listen, here's the talk in Cleveland. They're a little bit better than we thought because they're talking like they got a defense that is unbelievable.
What was already unbelievable, in fairness.
And they are like stoked about. So they think they can be. In fact, one of their guys even said they could be like the 2017 Jags, which maybe not.
They have no. Well, one of those young quarterbacks is going to have to be catch magic. They're not doing that with Flacco. They're scoring 10 points a game, bro.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the point is their defense is outstanding.
That's for
Part
sure.
of their defense is Mason Graham. Mason Graham had a 43% win rate at defensive tackle this past Sunday. The average is 9%. So they're over the moon with him.
Oh, well,
the other guy they got was Judkins, who ran for 100 yards. And so Cleveland radio guys like, Andrew Berry didn't just win that trade. He annihilated.
It's 3 games, boss.
He annihilated him.
That's silly. Let me ask you I want to ask you guys a question. And even if Mason Graham did, I mean, I've Not seen Mason Graham's name one time in 3 weeks. I haven't seen him in a highlight. I haven't seen anyone talk about him. So Cleveland's, analytic grades from the win over the Packers notwithstanding, would you trade Travis Hunter for Mason Graham right now?
No,
no one would. Nor would Cleveland. So have fun, Cleveland.
But they also have another number 1 pick, and they have Judkins who ran for 100 yards.
I get it.
Out of that trade. So
and we got with the second pick they gave us, Tootin, didn't we? Wasn't that our pick from the flip flop? Because we got a later pick that became one of those guys.
Well, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I don't know it's him specifically. Don't hold me to that. I'd have to look at how the.
So I thought that was interesting, and then so now you sit there, and listen. I think we all agree we want to see more from Hunter, and everybody is analyzing Hunter now in terms of should he just be corner?
Yeah.
Should he just be a receiver? Can he be both? Why doesn't he play corner more? He's been better at corner than at receiver. He still doesn't know the playbook, which is a little bit surprising.
Because he's a smart kid.
Yeah, and that maybe it is too much. I mean, you sit there and because he's, he got drafted in May. And all these meetings and all, I don't know. So
with De'Ami Brown out now, that's going to wondering. Here's the one thing I don't understand: let him run some traditional pass routes.
Yeah,
everything's a curl, everything's a screen.
That's his offense, I guess. Yeah, always open on the curl.
was Hunter the deep receiver that Trevor was trying to get to at midfield?
I don't remember that play. I mean, I know what you're.
I know he got because he did beat him deep at week 1. We haven't seen him go deep.
Correct.
The line is protecting. They've only given up 3 sacks. It's almost best in the league. There's only a couple teams that have given up.
And maybe that's why they tried to go deep on Sunday.
A couple times.
They threw the ball down the field.
And,
he just missed.
Yeah.
So. That happened.
But I saw that too, and that's good for Cleveland. I mean, in Cleveland, you have to gather everyone around the fireplace and talk about some pudgy defensive tackle and how you killed a trade.
We weren't going to take him anyway.
That's right.
It would have been Ashton Genty.
Right. Which is worse.
Right.
Yeah,
yes.
so far.
I'd rather have Travis Hunter and what he's done than Ashton Genty and what he hasn't.
Okay, so with all that said, you got some explaining to do. Your Ravens suck.
like you weren't all drooling all over.
I think I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. Maybe they're my Ravens.
I got Bills Bucks, baby. We got 6 on the good side.
By the way, tip of the cap to the Lions. Tip of the cap to Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell and Jared Goff.
Dan Campbell's a stud.
He is.
No more. Listen, he's a nut job. 4th down and 2 late in the game.
So dumb.
Every time.
And they hit a play.
And they passed 20 yards downfield.
But they're beautifully designed plays. I was watching. Amon-Ra kept coming in, right? And he would block Hamilton. And it helped the run. They ran it down.
Baltimore's defense.
Both of them boys.
Baltimore didn't have Matabuike last night.
No, they're correct.
Really good.
Yeah.
Like one of the best defensive tackles in the game. However.
The poor man's Mason Graham.
So they keep running Amon-Ra down. And they set him up. Because then at the end, they ran Amon-Ra down on 4th down, and he went whoop, and he took off.
Yeah.
And Kyle Hamilton had to grab him.
Yeah.
And so he got caught for the hold anyway.
Even if they don't complete
throws a beautiful pass, which is that's a tough throw, man, on 4th and 2. I don't know if that's my play call, but the touchdown where they hand it to Amon-Ra and then he catches it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great stuff, man. And because listen, But they went back to basic. We're going to run it down your throat football. And those 2 kids did it. Sonic and Hedge, whatever.
Yeah.
What do they call it?
Sonic and Knuckles.
Knuckles, thank you.
Well, Montgomery looked fresh. Remember, he got hurt last year, and even though he played in the playoffs, he wasn't the same guy.
I mean, they took it from their 2 and their 3 and drove it down the field in Baltimore against the mighty Ravens defense.
Even with Matabuike out, the Ravens defense has gotten way worse. If you can't give up, even though they're good teams, you don't give up 41 week 1.
Yeah. And now the Ravens go to Kansas City, where somebody is going to be 1-3.
And if that somebody is Kansas City, when they come here Monday night, with the Jaguars going to be in one of those positions they had with the Texans.
Yeah.
In them.
Yeah.
Finish them. If the Chiefs are 1-4, they're finished.
That would be great because we just don't beat the Chiefs.
Well, maybe. Right. We're 2-0 at home. We usually don't beat the Texans either.
So, that'll be beautiful.
All right, you can go to the Monday Night Football because we're at the Dailies at 4991 Gay Parkway. And coming up this morning at the end of the show, we're going to do the drawing 2 10-packs of tickets to Monday Night Football and $200 gift card to tailgate up here at the Dailies or the Dash before you head down there. So we'll do that a little bit later. You can stop by this morning during the course of the show. Last chance to fill in those entry forms, and maybe you can be the lucky winner. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We're going to talk to Chris Doring. I'm so disappointed with Florida's draw and the common opponents, but
not me, baby.
Yeah, that's what I said. There's 2 ways to look at it, right?
I'll take it.
The easy path or the marquee path. So, and that's an interesting thing. See, here are 2 guys feel exactly the opposite. I hate it. He loves it. This is the drill. Chris Doring next.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
I tried to tell you, fantasy people, be careful with Barkley, be careful with Big Henry, and so far, not so good with those guys. Saquon's averaging, 3.3 yards a carry? 3.3 yards after all those carries last year. It's science. When they run the ball a ton, and I mean a ton, Saquon had a ton of touches. Derrick Henry does it every year. Derrick Henry has 23 carries for 71 yards in the last 2 weeks and 3 fumbles, which is very odd, but maybe just a little bit fluky. But to put into context how great some people are, for as many years as Derrick Henry has been a bell cow in this league, he just eclipsed half the carries of Emmitt Smith. Let that sink in for a second. See, Emmitt Smith was a dog.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
It's a snapshot in time.
Unbelievable concentration.
But in the end, there's always a play that stood out.
And there's the biggest play of the day.
Listen for the performance painting high performance play of the game on 1010XL.
As a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here. Guys, that's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC experts, but your partner, understanding every facet of construction to keep your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Oh, man, did you have fun last night on Monday Night Football? I know I did. Here's what you do. You know, you can pick 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ballers going in action, and what do? You say more, you say less. They give you a number, you play the game, and then you cash in and win, baby. That's how you do it. And guess what? You don't always even have to get every single one of them right to still win with Prize Picks. They give you so many different options to play. Here's what you do, gang. If you haven't done this already, what are you waiting for? Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code 1010XL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. I'll tell you one more time. Code 1010XL, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, gang. Guess what? It's good. It's good. It's good to be right.
On game day, you trust your team. On storm day, trust the people's roofer. Morgan Conley Roofing. Born here, built here, staying here. MorganConleyRoofing.org. License number CCC 1333544.
XL Prime Time is back where they belong.
Wait a minute, I know where that is.
Lunch is on Josie, Matt Hayes, and Leon.
You could lay a little barbecue on us.
From the big #1 Duval Ford Studios.
But somebody else is going to have to cook it.
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks. With over 1,600 five-star Google reviews, it was a no-brainer to have Closets by Design help us get organized at home. They create custom storage solutions for every space, lifestyle, and budget. From closets to garages to laundry rooms and more. Closets by Design will transform clutter into seamless organization. Call today to schedule a free in-home consultation and get 40% off plus an extra 15% off with free installation. But only until September 30th. 18 months financing is available. Call 904-878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Hey, it's Rick Ballou. I just upgraded my home with fantastic floors, and the experience was incredible. Rusty and the team brought the showroom to me with their at-home consultation. The whole process was simple, the installation was top-notch, and the results, absolutely fantastic. Take it from me. Don't wait. Visit fanfloors.com and schedule your at-home consultation today. Fantastic Floors, where every step is fantastic.
Like a lot of guys, Jacksonville's Mitch Fandel thought he could get a better deal on his engagement ring at one of those well-known big-box corporate jewelry stores at the town center. But then he discovered locally owned Beard's Diamonds.
Beard's had by far the largest selection.
And he couldn't believe the no middleman prices at Beard's.
We were able to afford, it was probably twice the size of what she wanted, stayed within my budget. I wanted to buy her a bigger ring than she wanted to get. Kind of a win-win for everybody.
But the best part, Mitch didn't feel like a number at Beard's. He got personal one-on-one attention with zero pressure.
Some of the other stores that we did go into, they were big corporate chains, so that might have played a factor into us not really getting the service that I was looking for.
Beard's Diamonds, with no commission salespeople and owners who are right here in Jacksonville.
Keeping local dollars in Jacksonville and in the community is great.
Beard's Diamonds.
Anybody that I know, I want them to shop at Beard's. You're going to get a great experience.
At St. John's Town Center.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line.
Hello.
Your floor's missing piece. Now, wide receiver for the head ball coach. 2,000 yards, 31 touchdowns. SEC Network analyst, number 28, Captain Doe, Chris Story. Protected by Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You know, it struck me as I was listening to that intro, and we welcome Chris Doring on the Checkmate Coatings hotline, that he scored 31 touchdowns in his Gator career. Yeah, Florida won't score 31 touchdowns this year. I mean, it's Florida. I mean, Chris, if you were in this offense today, I don't know what the kind of numbers you would put up, but apparently nobody. It's unfathomable what I watched on Saturday night offensively, and I think you agree because
3 weeks in a row.
If I watched SEC tonight, starring Chris Doring, by the way, scorched earth on the Gators.
Well, good thing for me is that my record is safe. There's no receivers that are going to be coming anywhere close to that in this offense, so I'm in good shape there.
How, Chris? Give me your educated opinion on how a guy can be so stubborn to the point that he kills his own career. This is just so emblematic of this nonsense that we've experienced for the last 4 years. No adjustments in a game, or in this case, a career adjustment.
I mean, I have to imagine there's something more going on, and obviously we'll get into talking about DJ Lagway being in the boot. I don't know what else he's dealing with, but the play calling with the throws at or around the line of scrimmage, I mean, there's something has to be going on with DJ's ability to throw the ball. And if that's the case, I'm not sure why he's out there. It certainly is a disservice to the rest of the players on the offense and a disservice to himself because he's not nearly the same quarterback that we saw last year. And I know there's a lot of things going on with other people around him underperforming, but I have to imagine something is not right with DJ. And then, to see what Florida was capable of doing on one drive. I mean, the rhythm that was created, the picking up 80 of the 141 yards you create the whole night on offense, and to see what you're capable of but not capable of doing consistently was also frustrating. And you go back to the stubbornness. My understanding is that he was kept last year with the understanding that somebody was going to take over the play calling duties, and then after a 5-game stretch where you win to close out the season, that somehow changed despite people in the athletic department wanting that to to be given over to somebody else. So, yeah, stubbornness is a great description of kind of what we've witnessed over the last probably 8-9 months.
As a competitor, Chris, if DJ Lagway can't throw deep because of injury or whatever, and again, just speculating, I have no idea, why would he want to be out there? Because he's destroying his own career in front of our eyes.
Yeah, I think sometimes, I respect it to a degree, the desire to be out there to perform for your teammates, the desire to push yourself to see what you can accomplish. And, it's hard not being out there when everybody else is playing. And, again, we are speculating. But maybe there's some aspect to that's the new dynamic is the NIL situation. Like, does your compensation change if you're not playing?
Right.
Chris, I was still looking for some good vacation destinations this fall. Do you got any places in the mountains I could go maybe October 4th or someplace at the beach October 11th? In all seriousness, what is Gator fan, what does he embrace here? Right? I mean, is that a fair question?
It's gotten worse. Like we've come on here the last couple of weeks thinking that it's got to get better, and to see that, and the thing that pisses me off the most, and I've talked to you guys about it before, the Miami-Florida rivalry meant so much to me as a young Gator growing up here, being the son of two Florida grads that grew up in Miami, and so we don't get to play them much. And to think that these 2 years against Miami, which who knows when we'll play them again, it was we put one of the least competitive teams out there in each of these last matchups. That's going to count forever on that series record, and we kind of got to live with taking losses where we just got physically manhandled. And I know for a fact that the talent on the roster, it's not that big of a disparity between what Miami has and what Florida has. I'd argue that Florida has the talent to have won every game on the schedule so far this season and every game that remains on the schedule. It'd be one thing if you didn't have talent, you're trying to play around that, you're having to use smoke and mirrors, but like Florida has the talent to compete with everybody that they play, and it just the competitive it hadn't even been there. That was probably the most frustrating. And going forward, you wonder, you talk about how much this team stayed together last year, rallied, and won 5 games to end the season. Like, I don't think that's happening again. I think you're going to see some capitulation from some of these players. Maybe I'm wrong about it, but I have to imagine the dynamic in the locker room between the offense and the defense. There's some resentment there, and I also, you hear all these stories about players being upset with DJ for not practicing or whatever. Like, I don't know what the truth is to all of that, but it has a chance to get worse from where we are here, which, to your point, makes it feel like we need to start scheduling some fall destinations outside of football.
So what do you, like, I can't imagine. I think we're all in agreement, and I can't imagine Napier makes it through the season. I know that they were talking about, the Texas game's the red shirt mark and blah, blah, blah. And, it doesn't matter to me when. I don't it's to me, it's a question of not if, but when. But what is there a good time? Is there a right time to do it?
Does win matter, Chris? Does win matter when it comes to getting your next guy, making sure you get him?
I think win matters for a couple reasons. Win matters with how much of a season you have left and who you feel comfortable handing the program over to on an interim basis. I think that's one of the things that probably saved his job last year, was that there was not necessarily anybody that popped off the page as being the right candidate to handle the rest of the season. So not a whole lot of difference in the coaching staff from last year. I imagine that continues to be the case in one of the dynamics they're considering. I also think you got to think about the transfer portal too, and when you do it, when that allows players to decide that they're going to go elsewhere. And the final thing you said was, how do you get out there first in the market for whoever you're looking for? I'm sure there's a lot of conversations happening, even though every coach would talk about being focused on the job they currently have. There's back channeling that takes place and trying to feel folks out onto what their interest rate might be. And I know there's always boosters and other people that are trying to make connections too. So there's a lot that I'm sure is going on behind the scenes, and that that's what makes it the most difficult. Like I don't think anybody thought it was going to turn around last year, and it did. The chances of it turning around this year again like that, I think they have to be astronomical. And so we're all just waiting for the next shoe to drop, and then what will happen with the chain of dominoes from there.
I need your opinion on this, Chris Doering, because I'm so frustrated and ticked off. My patience has run thin with coaches at our school. So I am now of the belief I'm no longer, you have to give them 4 years. You have to give them BS. All right? You can tell, Chris Doering, you can.
Year 2.
And on year 2, I'm going to come ask you, Signetti at Indiana. Yeah. He had a plan. Boom, he instituted the plan. They're 15-2. You can tell in 2, Chris Doering, can't you? Or am I wrong?
I think you certainly have a lot that you can tell. Particularly, I think one of the frustrating things at Florida was the storyline about the checkbook being opened, and here's the plan. This is what has to happen. This is all the money we got to spend in support staff and everything else. And for it to, again, man, how many times are we going to see, whether it's too many or too few, for whatever reason, we can't consistently get 11 people on the field. And that, you talk about all the money that's paying to support staff people. That's a basic football thing that you have to have under control. But, yeah, I would say, especially in this day and age, you could go out and accumulate so much talent in the transfer portal right off the bat. You can create excitement, and you feel like things are moving in the right direction. Like, I woke up this morning. My dog got me up early to go out, and it pissed me off. And then I was outside when it's dark, and I started thinking, like, I don't know why I'm thinking about this at 5:30 in the morning, but we're in Florida. There's not a time that we shouldn't be competitive in every single season that we play, and certainly in every single game. The lack of competitiveness is probably the thing that frustrates me the most. And so, like, yes, you should tell immediately whether or not you have a program that can compete with the rest of the teams in the SEC.
He's dumbed it down past the point of recognition. This is worse than the 70s and 80s Gator football going 6-5. It's just it's god awful. I will also add this, Chris, and maybe are we the only school in the country that can't pick a Saban assistant that wins? Every Saban assistant we get is dog do, and meanwhile Kirby Smart and Dan Lanning and Lane Kiffin, and they're all winning everywhere. Anyway,
the question I had to face on Sunday, I had somebody that's in our industry as well call me and say, "Look, you guys have had all of these coaches. It has to be institutional." And I said, well, "How do you say it's institutional?" I can't imagine it's institutional because you have the assets being allocated to the program, the facilities, the recruiting budget, the coach assistant pool. Like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm too close to it, but I have to. I can't see what would be institutional. But I think you look at the last 15 years or whatever it's been. It seems like we are a middle of the conference at best program. So maybe there is something more to that. I don't know. I can't see it.
Well, they gave him everything he wanted.
He's not the right guy. He doesn't have the intelligence. That's on the AD, man. You got to recognize these things. It's like the AD doesn't get a pass. You don't have a lot of jobs, bro. You go interview people. You got to have the savvy to pick them. I know they've got a lot of jobs, but not for the fans. You got jobs. Pick the head coaches. And I'm going to say it again. The dude got lucky with Golden. He didn't even interview him in person. He worked. It's great. He did his homework. That's fine. I got this question for you, Chris. Last one. The corporate takeover of college football, has killed pageantry and rivalries. And I really think in 5 years, no one cares. It's about playoff and NIL money and NFL light. The Miami rivalry fell to that. The Auburn rivalry fell to that. They're never coming back, and now we can take 2 more off the list with no Tennessee and LSU as every year opponents. I get it. Not every school can have their wish list, and I also understand, like Dan is cool with having a couple of easier games rather than 3 marquee ones.
No easy games, but yeah, I'd rather.
But if it were me, I had my wish list. I'd go Georgia, Tennessee, LSU, or without one of them, I'd go Auburn. That's me. Where do you land on how the SEC, has configured their annual opponents?
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought for sure we would have Tennessee on there. Obviously, Georgia's a given, but I thought for sure we'd have Tennessee, and it would be a matter of, all right, what's the third one? A lot of people wanted LSU. I think I kind of wanted Auburn to be renewed, with as great as that rivalry was when I was growing up and when I was playing at Florida. And the proximity of Auburn, Alabama to Gainesville, Florida made a lot of sense. The Kentucky one, Kentucky and South Carolina, you're right. Like, I look around in terms of what the program maybe got from a favorable pool. It's much easier to navigate that than Tennessee and LSU, at least right now. Now, fortunes can change, and I think that's one of the things the SEC had to try to balance, is what the 10-year snapshot is of all of these different teams. But, whoever drew Vanderbilt, I don't necessarily know you want Vanderbilt on there anymore with as good as they look. So you're right. The pageantry, I hate the idea of I got to sit on this loss to our nemesis Peter Burns and not have a chance to get that back in the next few years. But yeah, I think tradition is one of the last things that we have, and I think it's one of the things that makes the SEC so great above and beyond other conferences. And I think in a lot of ways that tradition was further eroded, at least in the schedule that Florida had. I know there's a lot that the SEC is trying to manage, and so I give them credit for that. But I think there's going to be a lot of fans. The show was supposed to be tonight, but the news got broke by CeeLo early yesterday, and so I think there's upset fans. The Alabama LSU thing going away is a big deal as well. Yeah. But whoever the next coach is going to benefit from drawing Kentucky and South Carolina over Tennessee and LSU for sure.
I took it as a bit of disrespect. I guess that's just me. The power programs got two power teams, and we got Kentucky.
I think they could revisit. When do they revisit, Chris? Every 4 years? Or
I think it's after 4 years. They got away from the term permanent rivals. It's annual rivals, and so after 4 years, I think they reevaluate.
All right.
And you remember one specific thing as we let you go. Peter Burns eats worms.
Yes.
Don't ever forget.
We second that.
We got to get him on one day. We'll have him on with us here.
Okay.
We'll
definitely.
That'll be fun. We dislike him.
You the man, Chris Doring. Thank you,
Chris.
buddy.
Enjoyed it. Talk to you next week, brother.
All right. See you.
That's the Doring Report. We're live at the Dailies, 4991 Gate Parkway. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday, and a big day for you to have one last chance to be a winner. We're doing the drawing today, 2 10-packs to Monday Night Football.
Peter, are you related to Frank Burns?
Frank, where do I know that name?
MASH.
Oh, I wasn't a big MASH guy, but I did recognize the name. Take a quick time out. Back with more next. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hey, First Coast, it's your boy Leon Searcy, your lemon pepper guy. Back and better than ever for Wingstop. You know I can't resist those crispy, flavorful wings that make your taste buds dance. Wingstop just opened a hot new spot on Jeremiah Street in Middleborough. There's 17 locations, now serving up the most mouth-watering wings in town. And my all-time favorite, lemon pepper. Try their new quick and easy ordering on the app and swing by today for fresh, hot wings made for you. Only at Wingstop.
Hey, everything seems to be expensive these days, right? We all agree with that. It's awfully tough to, quote, save money. But if you could, would you at least find out? That's what I do with Craig and Chris Kaprosky with Goosehead Insurance, man. I appreciate them so much. They actually found me a great homeowner's insurance policy. It didn't take 50 or 100, but took hundreds of dollars off my monthly mortgage payment. I ain't lying. And what about auto insurance? It's kind of like cable, right? If you don't look at it every year, it seemingly just goes up without explanation. Not with the Kaproskis. They give you an explanation and constantly look for better alternatives. And one more thing about working with the Kaproskis. You know, once you go online, you get a quote from an insurance company, then all these emails flood your way. Not with them. So be it auto, flood, renters, homeowners, boats, small business, or life insurance, get a checkup today. They'll be very upfront and let you know if they can help. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprosky, Koprosk at Goosehead.com, or call them 478-8422.
Hi, I'm Stevie Beatrice of Beatrice Plumbing. We are the plumbing team built to serve you, and we do it with clean boots, honest work, and maybe a dad joke or two. Labor Day weekend kicks off football seasons, and we're celebrating with a winning deal. Say touchdown when you call and score $75 off your first hour of service. Our championship team brings the same energy to your plumbing that you bring to game day. We are Beatrice Plumbing, and we are here to help. Call or visit beatriceplumbing.com to book online, and let's fix what needs fixing.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH, Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
When you decide to sell your home, you don't need struggles, you need solutions. You don't need problems, you need promises. What you need, are those real estate experts I know and trust. It's Chad and Sandy at chadandsandy.com. Right now, Jacksonville area homes are selling. Get in the right price. You gotta have the right people on your side. You need the right marketing. You need proven systems. You need to hire experts. And Chad and Sandy know how to create demand. That's what's crucial. In fact, they're so good at it, they make you this guarantee. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. Just call today, would you? Tom and Nicole in Mandarin, I got a new job. We found a new home. We had to move out of state. Now we would have to sell fast to avoid paying 2 mortgages. Hire Chad and Sandy, and like magic, Chad and Sandy listed and sold our home in 72 hours. Full asking price. It's not magic, gang. Find out for yourself. Call 414-6200, 414-6200, or go to chadandsandy.com, chadandsandy.com.
This is Jaguar Hall of Famer Tony Baselli telling you about Heritage of North Florida, Jacksonville's premier roofing and home remodeling company. With over 25 years of trusted experience, Heritage of North Florida has built a reputation for quality, reliability, and craftsmanship. Whether you need a new roof or updating your kitchen or bathroom, trust the pros at Heritage of North Florida to create the perfect place to call home. Mention Jaguars to get $1,500 off your next roof or kitchen remodel when you go to heritagenfl.com. Go Jags!
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You know, I've decided I'm going to do, as we're at the dailies here, I'm not going to go for the breakfast sandwich. I'm going to do what I always do. I'm just going to get me like a real sub. I'll be doing that here soon. Y'all need to stop by, and they're still filling them in. I wonder how many thousands of these entries we're going to have. We'll give it away a little bit later. But right now on the calendar.
Are we giving it away? Are we pulling it?
We're pulling it, buddy.
That's good.
Yeah, it's big.
Dan Hicken? Dan Hicken. Oh, that's me.
You probably got block of 20 already off your own dime.
Yeah. There's a lot. Real quick, 10-minute drill, sports concepts and rationalization. We're giving away a prize pack. E, do you know the razzle dazzle? Or is that RJ's deal today?
RJ got that prize pack.
RJ, what you got today?
We have a pair of tickets to see Peter Frampton at St. Augustine Amphitheater on Wednesday, October 29th. Tickets are on sale at axs.com. Hit me up following the 10-minute drill.
I told this story back in the day. I was in high school. You know, we were all ganging around the resort down there, and word started filtering that Peter Frampton was down in the marina.
For real?
Yeah. All fun over there.
I was at work yesterday afternoon doing the TV thing, and I had on one of those cold pizza shows on ESPN with Tony and Wilbon.
That's PTI, I believe they call that.
There you go. The
Cold
show that
pizza. They stole that from us.
They stole that from us.
They came down Super Bowl, the execs from ESPN. They saw Dan and I doing Sports Final.
That's
we did
how
it
we
in that
did it.
style. And then what do you know? 3 months later, those two were doing it.
But they didn't hire us.
They didn't give us any cash.
Stole
either.
it, but they didn't hire us.
Proprietary information they stole.
Crazy.
Dirty dogs.
That's
But
all right.
anyway,
We've done okay.
Not that I'm bitter. But anyway, it was a stunning television moment. Like, they start talking about Bruce Pearl. And Bruce Pearl resigned or retired yesterday. And it's very abrupt. Yesterday, college basketball practice began.
Yeah.
Bruce Pearl out of nowhere retires. I don't know if he did it so his son would get the job.
Yeah, and so people couldn't, hopefully get close to they won't want to transfer.
Yeah.
So, I think it's to give his son the job.
Yeah, so because his son got a 5-year deal. And
his son's best friend is?
Todd Golden.
Yeah, Todd Golden of the Gators.
But anyway, so, and Tony's like, hey, man, Bruce Pearl. And, Bruce Pearl been on the show a million times with those guys. And, I mean, Wilbon just goes, he's divisive and blah, blah, blah. It just ripped him.
Dang.
Ripped him. And then I thought about it, and I was like, okay, I see what's going on here. If you say divisive, you're just saying he's political. Bruce Pearl's been very outspoken of late.
Oh, he has?
Yes.
Lately?
And there was a rumor that, he's going to run for
office.
Alabama. He's going to run for U.S. Senator in the state of Alabama. Okay. He said he wasn't. But then everybody starts saying Pearl against Saban's going to be a hell of a election battle.
Winner Saban, by the way.
But I was like, and Tony was like taken aback. He goes, boy, we're on different sides of that.
Well,
it was a great guess.
In fairness, Wilbon's out of line there. We're talking
he is
about
out
a
of line.
basketball coach and what he did as a basketball coach.
In this respect.
That's ridiculous.
In this respect.
And that's not like him.
Well, I know, but he doesn't agree with him politically.
That shouldn't.
So he went with the divisive line.
Right.
But then, are you going to say the same thing about Pop or Kerr? No, you're not.
That's fair.
Because that aligns with his.
Correct.
Yeah, right.
So it's just, look, man. I mean, just what are we doing here? Like, it was like out of nowhere. It was like stunning, though. It was.
You know who else is going on?
But anyway, Bruce Pearl did retire yesterday after.
It'll be his kid.
And by the way, that's a guy who did a 180 in. Bruce Pearl turned in Illinois for cheating. Bruce Pearl then cheated the same at Tennessee.
Did he get fired from Tennessee?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Bruce Pearl.
He had to sit out of college basketball for a couple of years.
Before going to Auburn.
Then he went to Auburn.
What was it called? Show cause?
Show cause, yeah.
Called it back then. But anyway, he sort of did his image, man, and he was. I mean, I think most people like Bruce Pearl.
I think Pearl is
one thing about him. He's a heck of a coach.
I think he's that guy.
He's a sweater.
He's kind of.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, right. That's that Gainesville's where that jumped at me for the first time when they were battling with Florida.
Dripping.
No, Bruce Pearl. It seems to me he is among those coaches that fit into that category of he's a this, but he's our this.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spurrier's like, there's a lot of them like, yeah, he's a this, but he's our this. I'll take him.
But if he was the ours.
Right. Although, I will, to Hickens' point, my view of him is softened. It has to be based on how he's been acting. He's not been that same.
He's a likable cat.
Yeah, he's a likable dude. That's fair. But when they talked about.
Tennessee should have never let him go. They should have just backed him, let him pay his penalty, and kept him.
Rick Barnes is doing good there now.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he took Tennessee places they hadn't been.
Yeah.
When it can be written off as cliche or unfair when during the draft process people said they don't want to draft Shador because of the distraction, and the distraction in some ways would be his father's influence.
Okay.
Exhibit A yesterday.
Okay.
When Deion Sanders says Shador will be starting sometime in 2025, you're not a normal dad or former coach weighing in. You're Deion Sanders, and he's your son. That is exactly the distraction that you tried to say didn't exist. That's a huge – here's a football team that just got its first win at Green Bay. If you're asked the question, that's a question for the Browns. But Deion's never going to do that. And so this is why Shador Sanders on your team right now is a pain in the A.
Yeah.
Thanks to Dad, who, by the way, also weighed in on Travis Hunter yesterday. That, to me, is a little different, though. He's not your son. He's not a quarterback.
What'd he say?
Deion not happy with the way the Jags are using Travis Hunter.
Okay.
He says that's the reason. He says – Coach Prime voiced frustration with how the Jags have deployed rookie Hunter, who has yet to score or grab an interception. They're not using him enough. I know what he's capable of. Hunter has 10 catches for 78 yards, 9 tackles, 1 pass defended so far this year. So
I learned, as long as we're talking Coach Prime, I learned something about Coach Prime as well yesterday.
What's that?
You know how his first name is Deion. On his birth certificate, it's spelled D-I-O-N. Deion. They said, well, Deion, what happened? You know, because that's not how we spell your name. He goes, say the end of this song. They said, okay. You finish it, all right? You two finish the end of this song.
You want us to?
Yeah. Old MacDonald had a farm.
E-I-E-I-O.
E-I-O. That's how he learned to spell. So he would write D-E-I-O-N.
I've never heard Old MacDonald use this as a spelling reference.
That's what he said.
Wow.
He was on the Kelsey podcast, and he told that story.
That's where he talked about that.
It tickled me about Travis.
All right. I got one little the baseball. Most of the contenders took the night off, right?
Yes.
There's nothing that really mattered happened last night.
Well, Milwaukee played San Diego. It was a good game, and the Padres won.
And they're guaranteed in.
extras.
Yeah, right. I think that clinched for San Diego a playoff spot, which was probably close enough anyway.
That's what
I
good
gotta
teams
ask you
do.
this.
They win when they have to.
All right, I've had enough with the diminutive Sprite Ozzy Albies. Okay,
he broke his hammock.
But he's breaking it on because of his own stupidity, Dan.
Why?
Aaron Judge, who is 6'7", 280 pounds.
Bat too big.
Uses a bat that's 35 inches and 33 ounces. Ozzy Albies, who's 5'70" and $160, uses a bat that's 34 and a half inches, 32 and a half ounces, a half inch shorter and a half inch lighter than Aaron Judge's bat. So he holds his pinky down off the butt of the bat, like at the rounded part. And so this is twice he's gotten hit there and broken that bone because he's using a bat that's as big as he is. Nice coaching again by Snicker and the organization. Hey, Ozzy. You can't use that bat, my man. How old are you, friend? He's like a 7-year-old that finds the high school bat and wants to carry it. Tony Gwynn, by the way, for reference, one of the best hitters ever, 32-inch, 31 ounce, just like a high schooler would.
We'll ask Murph about that tomorrow.
That's ridiculous.
All right, 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. It's the end of the drill, RJ.
It is the end of the drill. It's time for us to hook you up. A pair of tickets to see Peter Frampton at St. Augustine Amphitheater on Wednesday, October 29th. Tickets are already on sale, but we have 2 for you. So with that, be caller number 2, 641-1010, and we'll hook you up right here on the drill.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, 1010XL is your home for play-by-play of Bishop Kenny football.
The Crusaders and Braves battle on the banks of the St. Johns River. Parker Bishop Kenny. Friday night at 7 on 92.5 FM.
In a world where chains seem to take over, it's awesome to have a locally owned retailer who's only focused on Jacksonville. Beard's Diamonds, perfect example. Hicken here. You know all those other jewelers in the town center are owned by big Wall Street companies. But Beard's Diamonds, they're local, man. They've been serving our area for over 40 years. Say hi to the Lupos when you go in there. The money you spend at Beard's, it stays right here. And they run circles around the big chains. Massive diamond inventory, Beard's. All the top bridal brands like Decory and Viraggio, Beard's. The strongest warranties, and if you ever had an issue, you deal directly with the owner, Beard's. Beard's wins on price every day. They don't have extra markups to please Wall Street or pay commission salespeople. In fact, Beard's guarantees to beat any national chain store on price. Don't buy anywhere until you get a second opinion at Beard's. I'm sure you'll get a bigger, better quality diamond for your money, and it'll be backed by local folks with integrity and local accountability. Don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville without seeing your best option at Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
It's a magical phone line. Check this out. It brings you things you can't get anywhere else, like insider insight from sports experts. Listen for the Checkmate Coatings phone line. Check. Every day on 1010XL.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Introducing the Jag Stack at Firehouse Subs. So bold, it's named after the home team. Stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, roast beef, provolone, fresh veggies, and the new Duval drizzle sauce. For a limited time at your local Firehouse Subs, there's only one hottest sub in Duval.
Hey, it's Joe C. When was the last time you flushed out your water heater? Flushing a water heater each year improves its efficiency and extends its lifespan. So call Roland Reese Plumbing for a routine water heater flush out and any other plumbing needs. 260-7059. Roland Reese Plumbing.
September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. Here's a reminder to get screened. Ackerman Cancer Center offers on-site imaging and other diagnostic services. Early detection saves lives. Visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
Hey, get here for Action Garage Door. Premium parts, premium service for the life of your doors. Nothing more frustrating than your garage door misfiring. But if mine ever does, no problem. I call Action Garage Door because they take action immediately. Jeff Bernard and his crew, they're Jacksonville folks, man. They've been doing this for a long time. They know everything there is to know about garage doors, man. In fact, they've been doing it for 25 years. And to celebrate those 25 years, listen, call them. Action Garage Door will tune, lube, inspect your garage door for free. F-R-E-E, free. Listen, I've been in my house for a long time over there in the Bay. 23 years. Recently, a couple years ago, got this beautiful garage door from Action Garage Door. Man, everybody talks about it. Dramatically improves my curb appeal. And the garage door openers today, they're second to none, man. If something goes wrong with your garage door, take action with Action Garage Door. They're easy to get a hold of. Just remember this, Garage Door 911. Just type it in, garagedoor911.com for Action Garage Door. Garage Door 911.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Frank Frangie here for Coyle & Sons Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Remember the 2017 AFC Championship game when Miles Jack wasn't down? Do you know what else isn't down? Fences installed by Coyle. Their fences have been standing tall here in Jacksonville for nearly a century. Since 1927, Coyle has been the fencing leader in Northeast Florida. If you're in the market for a new fence, I recommend calling Coyle & Sons today at 904-356-4821. CoyleJacks.com. That's C-O-Y-L-E Jacks.com. Coyle Fencing, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, something happened yesterday I didn't like. I don't like these announcements. Ryder Cup week. I want my team bonding. I want my team together. Oh, we're going to pay our guys now. We're paying our guys for the first time ever. It's not a ton. Apparently, it's $500,000. $300,000 goes to charity, which they had done previously, but they also get a $200,000 stipend.
Here's what's silly about that.
And the Euros jumped on it immediately, which is smart of them, and it just adds to the combustibility of the ride. I love the Ryder Cup.
Americans.
It just is.
These guys are the richest guys on the planet.
Yeah.
They need $200,000.
They don't need
like
it.
You need a dime.
It's like giving us $20. It's stupid.
It is weird.
And then I saw the team picture, and again, I got 12 guys on the Ryder Cup. And for whatever reason, I got 11 guys with hats, and I can't play with no hat. Yes. It's the same junk, man. Yeah. Come on, dude.
They're hard to root for, these golfers.
I know. We're Bethpage Black. We got the New York fans. You're going to turn them against you, idiots.
Yeah.
They're going to start cheering. They're going to start going, oh, I mean, come on, man.
There are some guys on that team that will be.
Keegan Bradley is the reason why. I love Keegan Bradley.
Justin Thomas has a good, gritty American. He's never been a money grubber.
No.
These guys are money grubbing pigs, man.
It's ridiculous.
Scheffler's top of the list, by the way. He wants to play Mr. High and Mighty, and he's the biggest money grubber of them all.
I didn't like it. I don't like him getting. And then I got Chambly just excoriating. Is that a word?
Yeah, I think it is.
I think that is excoriating.
I like that.
EXCORIATING.
Sure.
Can I get a definition?
It's a good scrub. It's a good scrub.
Excoriating, please.
Excoriating.
Yeah, can you check that for me? Excoriating. I don't know. I might have messed up, but I went for it.
We'll find out.
Anyway, if it means hammering, criticizing, taking offense to, that's kind of what he did to Bryson DeChambeau yesterday out of the blue. So again, we just got to because Bryson, is
excoriate, to censure or criticize severely.
Yeah, very good. That's a good job by me.
Or to damage or remove part of the surface of the skin. I thought that was exfoliate.
I thought me too. I read the same thing.
All right, so why? You know what? Everyone here's the reality with Bryson.
He just basically said
everyone says he's a jerk, but he's so likable on social media that I don't care.
He just said he's an odd duck, but he was getting after him for just always pushing the YouTube and not talking about the cup in a cup interview situation, I guess.
Okay.
So anyway, and Chambly doesn't like DeChambeau. He doesn't like the live, and I get that.
Yeah.
And he's stuck to his guns the whole time. I got no problem with that. But anyway. All this happening on Monday of Ryder Cup week. I don't need this. I need bonding. I need we're together.
I do think an unfair shading of the whole live thing is.
We should ask Furyk. I'd like to get
the whole thing with the one unfair hit. I don't know if it's unfair because they're the ones that left, but the guys who stayed are every bit as greedy as the guys who left.
Yeah.
The only thing that was unfairly projected was like the greedy guys left.
Yeah.
No, they all got their own deals and they've been paid 20 times more than they were paid before Liv left, but they just don't tell you that. Yeah. So they're grifting the system on this side.
And the 40-somethings is one last money grab for those guys.
Yeah.
At what price, I will always say.
Yeah, I'll give you another.
And that's why I've always respected the guys like Adam Scott who stayed back and saw
Justin Rose.
Yes.
But then I wonder how much they're getting scratched too.
Yeah, sure.
Get a little Hey, here's $20 million a year. Never mind. Thank you. You were talking earlier about how Bruce Pearl had gotten, quote, divisive by getting active, and since we're talking golf, I tell you who
I didn't use the word divisive just
I know,
for the record.
But that's correct. I didn't mean to say it that way.
Yeah.
Did you see who's just gone off his rocker on Twitter and gotten all political?
Who?
Since we're talking golf?
Phil
Mickelson.
Yeah.
Mickelson is unhinged right now. He's going after any and everyone. Did you say this on air or did we talk about this off air?
Off air.
Okay. Maybe it's an effort to kind of win back some American golf fans.
I don't know.
Maybe he's leaving Liv.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
Norman's gone. I mean, you got to somehow. He's been a lot more active in the American YouTube golf, and he's taking these shots to try and win back the graces of maybe some of the fan base he lost. I don't know, but I thought it was interesting.
Best thing I saw on Twitter yesterday. Did you see Aaron Glenn?
The run was the run?
Yeah. Doing his
the music.
No, I didn't.
Oh, they put like Earth, Wind, and Fire to it.
No.
And it matched up perfectly. Aaron Glenn's running down the sideline with the blocked field goal with his guy, and then he starts.
Was it the September song?
Yeah,
because it was September 21st.
Do you remember? It was so fun. And then they start putting all these different songs in, and they would match up. It's really good. It's if you want to get a good chuckle on the day. Aaron Glenn's run to greatness.
The Jets.
Jets are 0-3.
They are 0-3, but they just about stuck it to the Bucs on the road Sunday.
They did.
Remember, they had Pittsburgh beat at home.
Yeah.
So they've been a little closer. That's not the typical terrible Jets 0-3.
I don't know. The middle game they wasn't very good.
Buffalo,
right? Buffalo, yeah. And they're saying it's the worst. Is it Monday Night Football coming up? Jets Dolphins. I think they're saying the worst Monday Night Football game in the history.
Well, the good news is it'll make our game with the Chiefs look that much more invigorating.
But we've had two great ones with the Lions Ravens and the Ravens Bills. That was Sunday night. But those two games so far have been the two.
We had the Bucs Texans was a good game. It was lower scoring, but it was kept you there. Kept you there till the end.
I am the talk of the Lions' death was a bit premature.
For sure.
Yeah. And those coordinators did.
You got to be careful in the NFL.
Shout out to is it Kelvin Shepard?
Yeah.
Nice first year.
Oh man, he was into it too, and it was good. It was good. And then Morton, the OC, and I root for him because Mark stayed there.
Am I the only one? And then now that I really think about it, the guy that I thought it was might not be with us anymore, but am I the other one when they kept talking about Johnny Morton, offensive coordinator?
USC?
I was thinking former Lion.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not him?
Yeah.
No, it's not that. No.
Some old guy. Yeah. Johnny Morton was a wide receiver.
Yeah, right.
I thought that was
him. That's what I thought, too. No, it's not him. It's just some dude, John Morton.
Yeah, just Johnny Morton. Yeah. Some old white guy. I don't know who he is.
Played with Herman Moore.
Yeah.
Johnny Morton.
But anyway.
They said that Amon-Ra St. Brown is third already in Detroit touchdown catches.
Wow.
Who do you think are 1 and 2?
Herman Moore for sure.
Calvin Johnson.
And Calvin Johnson. I thought those would be the two. I'm surprised Perryman wouldn't be third. Because it felt like Perryman and Moore were kind of a tag team there for a while. Do you think Moore or Johnson have more?
I think probably Calvin.
I'm not gonna name names, but how about this one last night? $100 down on this parlay, first quarter parlay, over 14.5. Jahmyr Gibbs,
yards,
record 15 plus quarter one rush yards, over 9.5. Derrick Henry.
Yeah, he had the big run.
Over 39.5. Jared Goff. Over 4.5. Lamar Jackson.
Running yards?
Yeah. It's all there except Gibbs needs 3 more.
3 more yards?
So
in the first quarter.
Yeah. So we're wondering, so he's got 3 in. It's 100 to pay 815. So we're wondering if Gibbs is going back in. Well, he's back in. So they throw him that pass.
It's total yards or rushing yards?
Yeah.
It's total
yards. Total yards. Yeah, total yards. So they throw him the little swing pass, and it's a 9-yard loss.
Ugh.
And I'm like, you got to challenge that, bro. No way. So then he had a little swing pass, but he didn't. They went backwards, so they ended up punting, and then minute and a half to go, and in comes Montgomery.
And then,
so yeah. Oh, that was brutal.
The leaders, though, Jeff, Calvin Johnson, Herman Moore, Amon-Ra.
Isn't it Perriman?
Johnny Morton.
Johnny Morton.
All right, let's go to the 8 o'clock hour. We got a lot to do today. It's a busy Tuesday right here. We're at Daly's, by the way, announcing the winner
of the 2 10-packs. It's a 10-10 pack of Monday Night Football tickets and $200 inside here. It's also a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. So we're locked and loaded, and we reach halftime. Back with more next.
This is the flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach. The Drill.
From the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
At Cannons of Jacksonville, they know that when you're towing anything, you gotta have products you can rely on. With over 50 years of fabrication expertise, the family at Cannons can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Whether it's a heavy-duty hitch, trailer frame, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons will provide you with unmatched precision and durability. For all your towing needs, visit cannonsofjacks.com. Where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But listen, it's time to do that will. Get it done. Get it out of the way. Take care of it. Why? You work hard for your money, man. You should be able to decide where your money goes if something should happen to you. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes. And Matt Hinson's your guy. He's been doing it for a long time. He knows how to do it. He's going to help you with your decisions. He'll provide you information needed. So choices are easy. It's the Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Maddie, 527-1700, 904-527-1700. The offices are in Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
There's a key that opens a very special door. The Jaguars locker room. Go in the locker room with Hayes Carline to get closer to the Jags. Unlocked by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
I love my propane company. They always answer when I call and give me great prices and fast service. Said no one ever.
Until now. Need propane for your home or business? Seabreeze Propane is bringing the propane as North Florida's new local propane provider. Visit SeabreezeLP.com. Seabreeze Propane. We make propane cool, brother. Oh, yeah.
I'm Frank Franzi, and I just got back from the farm at Okefenokee. Man, it's incredible. Just an hour north of Jacksonville and Folkestone. I was so impressed. It's about connecting with nature, with food, with community. And now you can own your very own handcrafted cabin tucked into a 1,000-acre regenerative farm. Everything you need is there. You'll hardly need to go grocery shopping. Learn more about all of it at okefarm.com. That's OKEfarm.com, the farm at Okefenokee.
Your home is your sanctuary where memories are made. Jack's homeowners trust Superior Fence and Rail to make their home feel safe, secure, and complete. Imagine a classic wood fence for privacy, sturdy aluminum to protect your pets, or a modern vinyl design that boosts curb appeal. Every fence is built with precision and pride, standing strong in every season.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, thanks for coming over so quick.
Sure thing, pal. What's the big... Whoa!
See, I told you there was a smell.
Yeah, it smells like...
Exactly, or a dead one more like it.
You need some fresh air in here.
Well, this is the problem, Jason. I've kept everything sealed up tight all summer long so I don't lose all my nice cool air. Now all the dog smells and cooking smells and home gymnasium man cave smells are all building up and I can barely...
Dude, where are the Bueller sunglasses I gave you?
Oh, I don't know. They must be in my other...
Put on my emergency pair.
Whoa.
Bueller Air and Plumbing can install an air purification add-on to your existing air conditioner. Clean the air of dust and pollen and funky smells while you cool.
So I can keep all the cool air I saved up?
And your place won't smell like a dead...
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Lone Pronto Jags. Jag head coach Liam Cohen blamed miscommunication for the team's late game scoring gamble.
If we could have stayed in there, you make them burn a timeout. Now it's a minute 42. They have one timeout.
Meanwhile, Florida State could see multiple starters return for Saturday's road matchup against Virginia. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
73 degrees at 8:11 time in 10, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line.
Hello.
Your floor's missing piece. The plays on and off the field. Now get ready for the Lockett Law High School Report, brought to you by Lockett Law. Know before you blow.
Oh, that Lee Lockett, he's incorrigible right now. His Dodgers are in the playoffs. His Knowles are playing great football. And his Jags are winning. And his FSU basketball, he's the only FSU basketball fan I know. They have the #1 recruiting class in the country, which is still stunning to me, but every time I look up, that's where I see FSU #1 recruiting basketball class in the country.
I know it's not considered to be an on-campus arena, but going to the Tuck, it feels on campus, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it feels as close to campus as O'Connell Center. They've always, it's not like you're going downtown to the Coliseum as like JU.
No, it's not like it's a.
That's interesting. Well, good. I like healthy sports, man. I don't know how many seasons we got left. Good, get good FSU. Let's make that one fun too.
Yeah.
The good thing about basketball, it doesn't matter so much. Like, you can lose the game and you still go into the tournament.
Yeah.
Doesn't end your year.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll get our guest in a minute here. Turning back to the Jaguars, I was thinking about this the other day. You know what's been good about the Jags, and we were saying in the break how Liam Cohen, his press conferences are very informational and good. He says things.
He doesn't butter their bread.
No, and he also
talks like us.
Yeah, and so I've enjoyed that part of him, honestly. But maybe this franchise needed a breath of fresh air in terms of youth.
I think, like I said, I think it's noteworthy. It's eye-catching that Big Bo energy. That when we
right,
like he has a similar role to say Trent Baalke. Could you imagine Baalke in the tunnel hugging guys and players?
Right.
Those players.
Baalke and Peterson did hug because Peterson was like the neck.
Yeah.
They hugged each other.
Yeah,
though. I'm talking about the players.
Yeah, and it didn't feel like that same energy.
No, correct.
Baselli's like a little kid in a candy store right now. He's just
100%.
loving it, and he loves the Jags. And so here's hoping they can get a win this weekend. Meanwhile, college footballs will be flying around on the First Coast again here this Friday, and we like taking
high school
opportunity.
Footballs.
What I said, college.
College. Yeah.
Well, actually, FSU will play Friday also. But
That's true.
I'm in high school though, and on Tuesdays we like to take a little spotlight to them. Dan.
Yeah, we're gonna go down the road a bit today to Baldwin High School. Taylor Davenport is a big football player for them. He's outstanding young man.
DN, but
6'4", 235, joins us now. Taylor, how are you?
That's country strong, my man.
How you doing? I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. Tell us about Baldwin football. How we're doing so far this year.
Yes, sir. We're actually looking really good this year. We've been working hard in practice. We definitely have a lot of talent on both sides of the ball, but we do got some things we got to work on. But we are improving each and every week. If we stay locked in and disciplined, I think we can definitely make some noise this season.
All right, now you say both sides of the ball. I suspect if you're 6'4", 235 pounds, you don't just play one side of the ball, do you?
No, sir. I play defensive end, tight end.
Tight end? Okay. All right. Which do you prefer?
Defense. Love hitting.
I love that. I'm looking at some of the I'm kind of looking at your resume here and what you've done, and Hick can hit on an important point. You got a lot of guys that play both sides of the ball. Look, there's a charm that goes with playing in a community like Baldwin as well.
Yeah.
Right? Friday nights hit different out there than maybe some of your other opponents even. So could you talk about just kind of what that community feel of Baldwin football is like? And by the way, I imagine if you grew up in Baldwin, it's something that you were as a little kid throwing one of those foam footballs around.
Yep.
Yes, sir. I definitely think Baldwin stands out. I think as a team and as a community, I think we're all close together. We have a great fans. Definitely the town of Baldwin is definitely a big fan of football, and it's a great community to be in.
Yeah.
There are also fans of softball out there. Do you guys get fireworks like the softball team does?
Unfortunately, we do not. Our softball team is incredible, good.
All right. So what's the ceiling? What's the season goal for Baldwin here? I guess we're starting to creep up on the midway point before too long. What's the ceiling? What's still in sight for you guys?
Yes, sir. I think our goal for the season, I think we definitely want to leave no doubt every time we step on the field.
Right.
We want to play hard, definitely want to play smart, and I think we want to represent the school the right way. I think the ultimate goal is a championship, but it starts with winning the day at practice, though.
Well said. One last thing before we let you go. Taylor Davenport, our guest from Baldwin High School. I also see you're a heavyweight wrestler. Compare that to football. How juiced are you when you go out on the mat? Is that a fun thing to do? And are you a wrestler like, I really don't know how to wrestle, I'm strong, so I just grab the guy and throw him around? Or how intense are you as a wrestler?
As a wrestler, I've been wrestling since 6th grade. Definitely love being on the mat. I did just make it a state for wrestling. Unfortunately, I came short, but I'll definitely love the team. And I think it helps with football in many ways.
I was going to say.
But can you repeat that?
That would make sense. A lot of the jabs and moves and leverage would probably help you on those lines of scrimmage. Well, Taylor, we appreciate you joining us this morning, my man.
Thank you, Taylor.
Good luck the rest of the way. And go Baldwin football this Friday and every Friday rest of the year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, there he goes, Taylor Davenport from Baldwin High School, a wrestler, a two-way football player.
Defensive end, tight end, wrestler. Yeah.
All right, catch-up break. We'll do it right now. We'll come back. We're at Daly's hanging out on a Tuesday. We got a lot more ahead, lots of things to talk about, including our Jaguars 2-1 off to San Francisco, who are going to be missing their best offensive player and their best defensive player this week.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, the injury bug is winked at the Jaguars here earlier in the year. Let's see if they can continue to take advantage of that. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Big toys for big boys. So much more. You can count on my friends at Catlin Truck Accessories.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Get hit by the man in the back, Tommy Mack.
I'm bringing you straight to the gridiron to show you what it's like to put on the Jags helmet and pads.
Fridays on Jaguars Today. Unlocked by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY and take the fear out of the fight. Offices, Jacksonville.
To the T here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch? From lunch to late night, only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Stick around after the sunset, and Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late-night bites. Come on, somebody.
I'm Max Fink, and I'm your Gator Updater. Listen for the Gator Report several times a week on 1010XL.
Freshened up by San Jose Collision on the home of the Florida Gators, 1010XL.
Go Gators! Morgan Conley Roofing isn't just repairing roofs. He's building a legacy for generations to come. Born here, built here, staying here. MorganConleyRoofing.org. License number CCC 1333544.
Universal Roofing Contracting presents the Offensive Player of the Game. Universal Roofing Contracting. The difference is universal.
Britton Strange made the most of his opportunities on Sunday. The teal and black tight end recorded 61 yards on 6 receptions, averaging 10 yards per catch. Strange pulled the strings to lead Jacksonville to a much-needed victory and is your Universal Roofing Contracting Offensive Player of the Game.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through September 30th. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. Pickett here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Hi, I'm Stevie Beatrice of Beatrice Plumbing. We are the plumbing team built to serve you, and we do it with clean boots, honest work, and maybe a dad joke or two. Labor Day weekend kicks off football seasons, and we're celebrating with a winning deal. Say touchdown when you call and score $75 off your first hour of service. Our championship team brings the same energy to your plumbing that you bring to game day. We are Beatrice Plumbing, and we are here to help. Call or visit beatriceplumbing.com to book online, and let's fix what needs fixing.
Hey, Hickett here for my friends at ITP Partners. We're facing interesting economic times, right? Dow goes up, Dow goes down, Dow goes up, Dow goes down. Tariffs, I can't make sense of it, but my guys at ITP Partners can. Jacksonville folks taking care of my Jacksonville money, and that is a comforting thing. It's the experience, it's the expertise, it's the knowledge, and it's the openness of Chris Bryan, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Janice Cobb, and Reed Wingate. They're always there for me, right? Always there for me. And listen, 3 generations of Hickens have invested at ITP Partners, and they listen, and they give us each individualized strategies where our goals become their priority. It's a great time to get in the game. ITP Partners are always there to help. Chris at ITPPartners.com. Easy to get a hold of, or call 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners. They're my financial partners for life.
Enjoy barbecue, live music, and auctions at the Boys and Girls Clubs of Northeast Florida's 4th annual Sizzlin' Soiree, presented by Dunkin' Donuts, October 2nd at the Fountain of Youth in St. Augustine. Get tickets at bgcnf.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Today's Power Poll is bolstered by The Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services.
Wow, standing up, give us some.
I'm trying to get some exercise because he pounded about 6 biscuits, and I feel his fatness coming my way.
So you get it off of you for me?
Got some WMD there.
Get in shape. He's
All right,
blowing
listen,
up.
It's not our power poll, but we like to comment on it. We pluck it right from ESPN, and then we deem whether it's accurate, inaccurate, or otherwise. We're at the Dailies today. Still time to beat the buzzer here and get signed up for the 10-pack of tickets to Monday Night Football. We got 2 of them we're drawing for here at the end of the show on a Catlin Truck Accessories
The
Tuesday
goal of the power poll presentation is to start at the top.
Yeah, eventually, it's someday.
We've done this for a few years
Yeah.
now. We very rarely have started at the top.
We don't even get into the one year that we started 8-3 after going to the playoffs. We were a good solid top 10er that year.
We were maybe even higher.
All
right, what number say you?
What were we last week? We were 24, weren't we? Didn't we go down 2 spots?
23 last week.
23.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to say this week we're 16.
16.
I like that.
Wow.
Okay.
I like that because I was thinking the same way. Ain't no way. We got to be in the top half.
Okay.
Jeff went 16. I'm going to go 15.
Man, I got that ball sub coming in. Mouth watering here, buddy. That dash food's for real now. It hits.
All right. Unfortunately, we're starting at the bottom.
Uh-oh. That means we're worse than
Started from
16.
the bottom.
With the New Orleans Saints are the worst team in the NFL. They're 0-3.
Boy, and how. They're terrible.
The Tennessee Titans are 31st.
I tell you what,
Shout out.
I'm worried about them killing Cam Ward before he ever gets started, man. He's getting sacked left and right. He's throwing pick sixes. His coach is terrible. It's hard to be a franchise quarterback to terrible organizations.
When the franchise ain't good.
Yeah.
The New York Football Giants are 30th. It's getting kind of hectic. The Stinkfish are 29th at 0-3.
Ooh, Miami Dolphins.
The boys look bad.
No bueno.
The Jets are 28th.
Yeah, again, these are same old suspects. At least we're not there.
1-win Carolina's 27th.
That was a big win over Atlanta. That's a shocking result. Interesting to see Ike Hilliard fired. It's the receiver coach's fault.
Did Ike dirty. 1-win Cleveland 26th. 1-win New England 25th.
Man, I mean, Cleveland beat Green Bay. They should be higher than whoever New England beat.
1-win Dallas 24th.
Dallas got problems, man. Yeah, it's not been pretty at all for them. They should be 0-3.
The Windy City Chicago Bears are 23rd, where we were 1 week ago. The LA Raiders are 22nd.
They're 1-2.
1-2.
Gente hasn't gotten going. He's been,
the winless Texans are 21st.
See, that ticks me off. If I'm one of those 1-2 teams, and you got 0-3.
Winless Texans.
By the way, if you've got the Texans at 20, that means the Jags should be like 12.
Who's a 2-win? First, I got a 2-win team at 20.
It ain't us. It better not be us.
At
Pittsburgh.
20. Nope.
I got to see the 2-1 team.
Yeah.
Oh, Cincinnati?
Cincinnati.
So we're ahead of Cincinnati. I'm sure if I'm a Bengal fan, I'm like, wait, what?
The 1-win ATL Falcons.
1 win.
Are 19. I got a 2-win team at 18.
You got a what now?
2-win team at 18.
Jags.
It better not be.
I'm going to keep saying Jags. Yeah, Jags. I don't trust it.
No, it ain't a Jags.
Jags! Yeah. 18.
That's fine.
It's up 5 spots.
That's fine.
I don't like it.
That's fine.
Who's the best team in the NFL right now, boys?
Some would say Eagles, some would say Bills. It's one of those two.
It's going to be the Eagles.
I'd go Buffalo.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
That
on the road to victory.
Because they're Super Bowl champions.
Buffalo is second.
I'm going to tell you right now, if there was a bet that I could play who's not winning the Super Bowl, it would be the Eagles.
Okay.
They're living on borrowed time here, boys. Dallas is terrible.
Yeah.
And they almost beat them in the Thursday nighter. They got lucky this week. They should have lost the game. They got beat all afternoon and only a couple of block kicks and the Rams set. And I'm not saying they're not a good team.
Yeah.
But they're not like some power.
2 weeks ago, there's volatility everywhere in the NFL. 2 weeks ago, Green Bay Packers were the team to beat.
Yeah.
Now they're 5th. Detroit's 3rd.
Yeah, and they beat Detroit.
Yeah. But you know what? I think if Detroit and Green Bay played today, I'd take the Lions.
All right, so we were here last week on a Wednesday, right? And the Texans game was still to come, and we were promoting this Monday Night Football package that we're putting together. Great opportunity. If you stop by and see us here before the show's over, or they've been filling it up all week. Thousands of entries.
We're pulling the winners here.
We're pulling the winner.
9:50.
10-10. 10 till 10. 10 till 10. We're pulling the 10-10
Pulling
package.
the winner.
We are. But we even said then that the excitement about this giveaway is going to be affected by what we do this Sunday. Got to win this game at home against the Texans.
Yeah.
And so by doing that, it changes what we're doing here today.
Okay.
And then I started thinking about, well, you know, when it comes to a win changing things, and I know you've thought about this, and a lot of people have, but it's amazing what just winning does for a team or a player, for their reputation or their narrative. Because I'm here to tell you, and you know this, if the Texans hit the play and win the game, and the Jags are 1-2, it's a 3-alarm fire about the quarterback play.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're really focusing on a quarterback who's completed 55% of his passes, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks.
Yeah.
What gives here?
Yeah.
I mean, as simple as winning that. Now, in fairness to Trevor, he kind of made some plays to avoid that.
Yes.
But if you don't win that game,
yes,
the difference in the narrative is vast.
Well,
it's a big difference. You're 1-2. You're going on the road to lose again. The guy's still not winning. He doesn't have the stats, and he's not winning. It would be.
And by the way, add to that, if they had lost, part of the reason why they were lost, if that game
would have been the pick. Yeah, would have been the pick.
And people would have been just absolutely annihilating him for the pick. The bottom line is that Trevor Lawrence has still been meh, and he needs to be better.
And I like, and
he knows that.
I like the gloves that Liam Cohen is going to wear with him. This is a new, younger mentality. It's more of that social media right now, man. I account for yourself.
Yeah.
I like the gloves that Liam's wearing with him, and I like how Trevor's responding.
Yes,
to it.
he gets it.
Trevor's
been playing a long time.
Exactly.
You know, he's not at home reading social media wondering if he sucks. That's not what he thinks.
Right.
But I like that Liam doesn't just come out and say everything positive, worried about players' feelings. And
you can say anything you want. The bottom line is this. He's paid like an elite quarterback. He needs to play like an elite quarterback
and win like an elite quarterback.
And win like an elite
That's
quarterback.
right.
You're being paid $55 million. You're up
and
there.
And by the way, we were on that path.
Yeah.
His second year in the league, 25 touchdowns, 10 picks, a playoff win.
25-8.
All right, 25-8, a playoff win. I mean, we were on that path. He arrived.
We were ahead of
Yes.
We were.
So hopefully this is all about now we're reconvening, hopefully with some continuity.
Yes.
And now we can ride together for 7 or 8 years. And then what could we have from a quarterback and a coach and a franchise 3 years from now rather than 3 games?
Right.
Hopefully he can be good enough and continue to improve enough that that's not a circumstance you're going to have to deal with.
Well, I mentioned this, so I want to get this in before we go off the break. Nick Bosa is out for the year, tore his ACL. He is San Francisco's best defensive player. And George Kittle's still not back yet. Who's better?
The linebacker.
McCaffrey? You're saying Warner?
Warner.
Yeah, Nick Bosa was.
Yeah, he's a bad
Wasn't he
boy.
NFL Defensive Player of the Year, or was headed that way one year?
Yeah, he was headed that way. The same year Josh Allen was having an amazing year.
Josh Allen?
Josh Hines Allen, excuse me.
Okay, I think Fred Warner could be a Hall of Famer, and I think Nick Bosa could be a Hall of Famer. So it is debatable, just like George Kittle's debatable with Christian McCaffrey.
Correct.
But
McCaffrey seems a little slow. He hasn't
slowing down?
Well, he hasn't. He doesn't have that burst in these first 3 games. He's coming off of major injuries.
Right.
And don't forget, he had the calf strain before week 1.
Yeah.
So we weren't positive he would play then. He ended up playing.
But I do think that Purdy will be back for the Niners, unfortunately. And Mac, he needs to be because Mac banged up his knee. So.
And Purdy's, certain. Mac has played well in his stead, but obviously Purdy's the guy. They paid him also.
All right, so that's what's going on. We'll talk more about that and more on the rest of the day in sports coming up right here. We are at Daly's Last Chance, Last Call.
Stop by and see us, and we will and register to win those 10 packs of tickets. We got 2 of them.
We're at the one off of Gate Parkway.
4991 Gate Parkway, just south of JTB
right
on a
by
Catlin
Bay
Trucking
Meadows
Accessories.
Road.
Nowhere near Bay Meadows. No? Yeah, nowhere at all.
Nowhere near.
You know dang well you're not good with directions.
I'm not good.
So don't give no.
Yeah, we're right. Just get off at JTV and we're right here on the corner, man. Okay. Nowhere near Bay Meadows Road. Forget what he said. Back with more next.
Are we by
the drill from the DivorceMenOnly.com studios?
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Hey, gang, in a world where chains seem to take over, it's awesome to have a locally owned retailer who's only focused on Jacksonville. You know I'm talking about Beards Diamonds, Hicken here. All those other jewelers in the town center, they're owned by big Wall Street companies, not Beards. Beards Diamonds is local, man. Go say hi to the Lupos. They've been serving our area for more than 40 years. The money you spend at Beards stays here. And by the way, Beards run circles around those big chains too, baby. They got a massive diamond inventory. They got the top bridal brands like Decory and Viraggio. Beards has the strongest warranties. If you ever do have an issue, you can deal directly with the owner. Beards wins on price every day, and most importantly, Beards guarantees to beat any national chain store on price. So listen, I wouldn't buy anywhere until I get a second opinion at Beards. I am sure you will get a bigger, better quality diamond for your money, and it'll be backed by local folks with integrity and local accountability. Shop local, shop Beards at the St. John's Town Center. Beards up!
I'm Frank Frangie. Now, I've been telling you about my daughter Amber's journey with Awaken 180. Well, ready for this? She has now lost 60 pounds. That number's real, 60 pounds in a little over 3 months. And here's the thing, she loves doing it. She just went on a trip to Tampa to see a concert, sort of a road trip. And I asked her, was it hard to stay on the diet? She said, Dad, that's just it. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle change, and it's sustainable. And it's sustainable even when you're on the road. She is so excited. It has not changed her life. I think that's the best thing. It's a lifestyle change, but it doesn't ruin your life. She's loving her life, and she's so excited that she's been able to lose all that weight. You can do the same thing. You can kickstart your transformation. Call 844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com. It's working for Amber, and she's so excited, and I promise you it can work for you. 844-346-1800 or awaken180weightloss.com.
Maxed out on credit card, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we're back. I couldn't wait any longer. I had it. Look, this is the Duval.
What's that again?
By the way, that Duval's going to be ringing out in the Monday night skies here in a couple of weeks, and you have a chance to get here to the Dailies on, 4991 Gay Parkway?
4991 Gay Parkway.
By the way, they'll fix you up, daytime sandwiches in the morning, because that's what I opted for.
They say lunch all day.
Absolutely delicious. So stop by and register to win those 10 packs, and you can get a sack of these subs to take care of your tailgating as well. Meanwhile, Jags go on the road this weekend. Take on the San Francisco 49ers. Monday Night Football last night. Baltimore loses. That's the headline here in Jacksonville. Dan, if we're 2-1 and we fancy ourselves being in playoff position, a playoff fight, too early, it almost feels like the win over Houston leads you in that direction. If they lost to Houston, I think playoff hopes would have to be some, hopefully this, that, and the other. When you win, you take kind of an advantage. Like, if I ask you right now, do you think the Jags are going to the playoffs?
I think they got a chance.
If I'd asked you before the Houston game? Right.
No. I think they have a chance, and mainly because they're in the South.
So my point being, though, if you don't win the South, say, but because you're in the South, you can still get a 10-7 record. Every time you see Baltimore or Pittsburgh or Cincinnati or Denver or the Chargers or the Chiefs, you want them to lose. Because there's going to be a point later in the season where those losses will matter. So, but I guess what's intriguing, and then I'll finish. Baltimore loses last night. They're 1-2. Chiefs and Baltimore play next week, a pair of 1-2 teams. The loser of that game could be in serious trouble, especially if it's Kansas City.
Yeah, I don't know. If you ask me, Kansas City's 1-3 and the Jags are 3-1. If you ask me who's going to have a better record by the end of the year, I probably still lean towards Kansas City.
Yeah, it's, like Jeff always says, it's DNA, and Kansas City have that. They have winning DNA.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I see what you're saying.
The Monday Nighter could change your mind. I do think this.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Isn't it best? What do you want? Do you want Kansas City to win the game and be forget if the Jags win this week or not? Do you want the Kansas City to win the Baltimore game, be 2-2 and come here? Or do you want Kansas City to be 1-3, maybe a little bit more? Desperate. But just like Texas, the Houston was desperate. If you beat them desperate, you put them to bed. If they're 1-3 and lose to Jags, they're done. They're not coming back from 1-4.
I don't know, man.
Because it's who they lost to.
They got to be like, I don't know. Kansas City, I ain't ready to bury at all. I mean,
they have their accomplishment to rest on, and that's it. Because they had just I've watched every game. They just don't look good, do they?
They don't look great.
They just don't move the ball.
But they're missing 2 receivers.
Yeah, that's fair. Get them now. Again, the Jags have gotten very fortunate. No Kittle, no Bosa. Then Kansas City will come. They got no receivers. I mean, they've gotten some real good injury luck.
I just saw clips. I don't watch the Manning podcast anymore because I like the game.
Yeah.
I want to watch the game, and I enjoy it. But they do some funny stuff on there. So they had Indiana Jones on last night.
Oh, did they?
And so right off the rip, I want to welcome Daniel Jones. And Eli goes, listen, Daniel, I want to know right now, do you feel like you are the greatest quarterback in
Colts history?
Colts history. Peyton's just smiling. And then they just rag on each other the whole time. They have this video of this press conference that Eli did in New York. And he's standing there, and they got the podium, and there is nobody in there. And Eli's looking around, and he's supposed to go up on the podium, and they put the crickets in there. And Peyton's like, Daniel, have you ever done a press conference where nobody showed up? And they start showing this.
Especially in New York. How'd that even happen? What was it?
Like, is that real?
Was he early?
It was
or something?
real. I don't know. He was probably early. And then, or maybe everybody was getting I don't know. And then the third one that they did that was also pretty funny is they had pictures of Daniel Jones' bedroom when he was a kid, and he's got fat heads of Eli and Peyton.
Oh, does he?
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So, and then Peyton went and did this. He did this deal where he's got Peyton's new NFL rules. He said, the NBA just had a new rule where if you shoot that ball, launch that shot, it doesn't count against your field goal percentage.
So weak.
Yeah. Okay.
Weak.
So he goes, so I think we should have some NFL rules. So he goes, number one, by the way, intercepted Hail Marys, they shouldn't count against quarterbacks.
That's
Those
the
are
equivalent.
ridiculous, right? So he says that. And then he goes, number two, he was trying to explain it, false start, offsides, equity within the 10-yard line. In other words, you get a false start, you go back 5, but then you only come back half the distance. He goes, that's ridiculous. So he was on that. And then he said targets. He said targets should not be official stat. Targets are terrible because all the receivers do is they look at targets. And you don't know. If a ball gets tipped, how do they know who I'm targeting? So these targets, they should not be in a statistic.
Okay.
I hate targets.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
I'd actually keep it all in because I'm way against what the NBA did. Your players are such babies that they care about the 0.001% of missing a buzzer beater from half court.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
Are they not going to count it if they make it?
And then he went with batted balls. Illegal. No more batted balls. Nobody's paying to see some big fat lineman knock down a pass. You can't put your hands up. No more batted balls.
That was terrible. The other you could at least make arguments for. No batted balls is dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to give the defense a chance for Pete's sake.
707?
I can tell a quarterback made these rules easy.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
No doubt. And then his fifth one, let me see if I can find it, or maybe it was just 4.
They also look like they did something last night, which I like because I've always thought these two resembled each other, but the Phelps-Eli kind of a look-alike deal there.
Oh, yeah.
I've always kind of thought
Yeah. But anyway, so
resembled each other.
and they will be doing the Jags and the Chiefs, so that could be interesting just to go back and watch later.
And that's a good point. Because I'm with you. I've always been there. I've never watched a ton of the Manningcast. I enjoy it.
Right.
Like you. I see clips.
Yeah.
But I don't. I always watch the game. I like to follow the game. But that's going to be one worth going back. Who do we know who the guests are yet?
No, we won't know till. Wouldn't shock me if
who should they be?
Well,
would it be Baselli or he can't during the game?
You wouldn't get Baselli.
Not during the game.
You might get Coughlin.
Yeah, that's what I'm
if
saying.
Eli asks him, he'll do it. You know?
Yeah, I was thinking more the boat.
The boat.
The boat would be good.
The boat would be. I don't think.
Who are the choices? Because you want to have someone fun too.
You're right.
It's not just because it's Fred. There's a lot of people that could do it. I bet it's Fred.
It could be Fred.
I bet because you got that whole you got the whole pivot thing. Fred was played with Peyton. They go all the way back. They may pull up Fred's comment that he made about Peyton in college.
What was that comment?
Peyton made him know he can't beat Florida. He said that. Like in a Tuesday press conference.
I think he was talking about Tennessee.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was talking about Peyton.
Yeah.
But Peyton was on
Yeah, he was
Tennessee.
the quarterback.
So,
Yeah.
But yeah, that is true. All right, we'll take a break. We'll keep it rolling. Having a good time here on a Tuesday.
Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We're live at Daly's Gate Parkway. $49.91. You got about 45 minutes an hour to get there.
So we're
get into
giving
the
out.
drawing.
We're giving out 10 tickets.
Two 10-packs.
Did Catlin throw in a new truck? In the giveaway?
Working on it.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe that if he actually sold trucks, he might be interested. But
True.
He'd have to steal like somebody who brought it in to get the rolling.
Why doesn't he just drive a truck over?
Just give it to him. Back with more next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Choose your social channel. Twitter at 1010XL. Facebook at 1010XL. Instagram at 1010XL. TikTok at 1010XL. YouTube at 1010XL. 1010XL is there.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family's secret, Dandy's never frozen, always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses, no dry crumbly subs here, only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little dude with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand, a quality sandwich. So do what I do and stop in at a Daly's and make yours a Dandy today.
Rotator cuff injuries are common among athletes and those who have physically demanding careers. Don't let this injury keep you away from the sport you love. Dr. George Barry here, and the first thing you need to do with a serious shoulder injury is to diagnose where the damage is and how significant it is. Rotator cuff tears are either acute tears sustained during an injury or accident, or degenerative tears. If you're interested in learning more about rotator cuff repair and how our expert team of orthopedic surgeons can help you, call Barry Orthopedics today or visit barryorthopedics.com.
Helmets and Heels calls on Jags former middle linebacker Tom McManus to elevate your afternoon.
He's the best. Guy's got it all.
Catch the pros' point of view afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL. Fought for you by Green Law Group for the injured, fighting for you.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When pests invade your home or business, you don't just need them out. You need them out fast. And you need to keep them out. At Terminix, they'll show up for you and eliminate pests quicker, just like they did at my house, because they care about what matters most to you. When pests show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a pest problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TerMinix.com. That's right, Terminix it.
When you need plumbing, septic, or air conditioning service, trust matters. That's why more homeowners in Jacksonville choose Rooter, the area's most trusted service company. We're licensed, insured, and the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida. From small plumbing repairs to major renovations, septic tank pump outs, drain field installations, and full air conditioning service, we do it all. Call 904-862-6769 or visit duckduckrooter.com. Duck Rooter. When you're stuck, call the duck.
This is Hayes Carline for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. The online banking services are outstanding, so easy to use. Depositing checks through the mobile app is fast and efficient. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Credit Union in the Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards for 3 years running, and it's easy to see why. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. While we've earned the reputation as North Florida and South Georgia's preeminent official Rolex jeweler, it's important to point out that at Underwoods we carry other watches too. We start with Seiko, the most reliable, serviceable watch made for under $500. And they've started making jeweled, self-winding watches again, and sports watches you'd have to see to believe. Next we have Tavan, the Swiss-made ladies and men's and dress and sport watches, and they start at $575. Another name we carry is Tudor, inspired by Rolex with the same founder and owner, the Hans Wilsdorf Foundation. And their sport watches and chronographs are the rage in Swiss timekeeping, with new in-house watch movements and exciting new model introductions every year. So if you're interested in watches, we have what you want at Underwoods, and all of our watches carry a 5-year warranty. At Underwoods, in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Let me take you to a dark place just for an answer to a question and perception. I have my answer.
Okay.
I wonder if it will be different than yours. And I have to take you to a dark place just because of the perspective. If the Mets end up not making the playoffs, would you rather have had my season or your season?
My season.
Yeah. Good answer.
Now,
Sometimes the disappointment will make you say, I'd rather just be out of it.
Yeah.
But that's a good answer. Because I just went through the worst freaking year in history. And I say it because the idiot Braves have won 9 in a row.
Yeah.
Can I tell you how much that ticks me off, bro?
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Maybe years ago I would have had a different answer, but I've enjoyed the season to a point. Now, listen, it's been a terrible 2 months. I mean, we have been awful. That's why I know
Best record in baseball in June.
That's why I know things aren't going to, change. I don't understand why people I don't know what they think.
Has the hitting let you down here? Is this what's done it? What has been the biggest culprit?
The pitching, the starting pitching. And the bullpen.
So the young guys have kind of petered out.
The young guys have been fine.
They just don't throw many innings. Is that what happens?
Well,
they throw 5?
Those guys, those games, it's just a combination. But those guys, of those 3 guys, that's only 3 of a 5-man rotation. You got 2 more games to go. I mean, so, Pete Peterson will be on the bump tonight, and he's been horrible in the second half. He was an all-star, and he's got an ERA of 7. So it's just I don't see how they think that we're going to be able to be victorious over these next 6 games, 3 with the Cubs and 3 with the Marlins. And the Marlins, by the way, they've already moved their pitching staff around to throw their best at us over those 3 games.
Are they still in it?
I guess
Are they
mathematically.
Four? Are they 4 back with 6 to go? I think the last time I looked at the standings, they were 4 back.
They got to jump a bunch of teams. Is the problem,
right. Well,
so.
yeah, sure. But I think the Giants are quickly moving more towards them than you.
Yes, it's more. It's really the Reds, Diamondbacks, and us. But I don't expect us to make it. But it's funny
the Diamondbacks. They didn't play last night. The Giants did. The Giants are pretty much done now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the Giants lose last night?
Yeah.
They did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're done.
But I wasn't sure that I couldn't.
They're not mathematically done.
I think the Padres beat them. That's
Padres
beat the
Brewers. Yeah.
Well, then don't let me speak out of turn. I got suckered into seeing the Braves' 9th straight win, and it just made me sick.
There was only 3 games.
I looked away.
Oh, they played the Cardinals. I think.
That's what it was. They beat the Cardinals.
They beat them?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, say they lost to them. No, they didn't beat them. The Giants lost.
Oh, the Giants are done then.
Yeah. Cardinals 6-5.
Yeah. So, anyway, it is what it is, and I'll just get through this and move on and go on to next year. And there'll be, I've already reading about how the Mets are going to go sign Kyle Schwarber.
Listen, part of Florida's despair in football can be correlated with Georgia's rise. If you look through the history of these conferences and rivalries and states, there's only so much water that can go in a bucket. It's hard ever for Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee, say, to all be good.
Okay.
It's hard because they recruit the same areas, and if one is kicking A and taking names, he dominates the other. Spurrier did it for years, and now 10 years in, we can definitively say that Kirby Smart has done it as good as any coach in the history of the rivalry. Are the Dogs the best they've ever been, Dan? They're the best they've ever been.
Oh, sure.
Kirby Smart has taken his alma mater. It's such a Spurrier corollary here. Mm-hmm. Spurrier didn't have the multiple natties, but this is a marquee year. It's the 10th year of Kirby Smart football, and if you take a look at just what they have accomplished, and they're getting ready to play Alabama this week, so we bring it up for that. Number 17, Alabama. Number 5,
and they will stay with Alabama. Georgia and Alabama won't play every year. They're not rivals in that respect. The new SEC annual opponents came out, and Alabama will get Auburn and Tennessee. I mean, Auburn gets Bama, Georgia. So that's a tough one.
I like the ones that have.
I think Auburn and Texas A&M. Texas A&M gets LSU, Texas, and Missouri. That's pretty tough.
I like the ones that get at least 2 marquee games. I just do, especially since it's. But maybe they're trying to throw the bad teams easier games than the good teams hard ones.
They are.
They're
trying to take note.
The saddest thing on there, and again, another just black-eyed fat lip for this doofus coach of ours, is that you have relegated us to a lower level than we've ever been, dude.
Oh, yeah.
We're an afterthought, you jackass Billy Napier.
You could make an argument that we're the worst team in the SEC right now, which is mind-boggling.
Yeah, that is. Well, we may go out and prove it, so it may not be mind-boggling at all. Meanwhile, Kirby Smart, 10 years, you ready? Back-to-back natties, 3 SEC titles with Bama in their prime, and 4 college football playoff appearances.
Yeah.
Florida yet to make a college football playoff. They went 0 for the 4-man, and now with the 12-man, it's about to be 0-2.
Yeah, coaching makes a difference.
It's a huge difference.
Especially in college football.
A huge difference, and hopefully they can somewhere go. And I don't know. Like I said, I need a search firm.
Yeah.
I can't let Scott Strickland do it. He has proven to be terrible at it. And I'd like to really know what's going on inside University of Florida right now. I get a bad feeling, dude.
Right.
That the mentality of the culture of the university itself has changed. Like, university mentalities can be.
Well, I started saying this a couple years ago, man. If you don't care, then just let us know.
More worried about saving whales than playing football. You know what I mean? I feel like we're going to just kind of become this Ivy League of the South, and, it's just so doggone normal. We're the University of Florida, by the way. We're not – this ain't MIT.
Yeah. Well, let's turn our attention back to the Jags. They got a big game coming up on Sunday at San Francisco. They're all big. When you win, they get bigger. It's a cool thing. So they're coming off a win. Listen, I don't know what the expectation is. Do I think they'll win out there? No, probably not. I think they'll fall to 2-2. But I love the position that they're in. And, again, we're back to, if we can steal one, though, with these first 7, I have this sort of season sort of lumped into this first 7 games. And I thought if
2 and 5 looked possible.
2 and 5 was okay, too, by the way. 3 and 4 is fine. And 4-3 is beautiful. So,
well, they've now put it with just win the home games, and it's 4.
Yeah.
I mean, just includes beating Seattle and Kansas City, 2 good teams.
All right, we're at Dailies. Max says we should shout out to Kelsey and Simone. Kelsey and Simone
They're
are
inside
working
here,
hard here.
doing yeoman's work.
Unbelievable.
Yeoman's work whether you're going
Terrific.
up front or you're going to visit the dash.
I
E.T.,
think
you made a good point.
I think E.T., by the way, visited both Kelsey and Simone for different food items throughout the morning.
It's not fair, Bree. This dash is for real, though. The food in there is good, and the people are coming in and sitting down and eating. And we've been pumping them up for years, and, buddy, they don't let you down. I had one of those Dubai
I have to
subs.
call Cliff and tell him what I'm seeing here.
Hicks fat shaming E out just out the door today.
I mean, he's
been on it for a while.
It's been a while.
Will this encourage you to drop some weight strictly because Dan keeps calling you fat?
Not strictly because, but it does help. It does help. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, I mean, we have personal talks, and we know that, he's got some issues with health right now.
Bruh, come on.
I mean, I'm trying to keep my man here solid here going forward. I mean,
Hey, you see how they do me, America?
I know. It's bad. 9 o'clock nasty coming up. Where's McNasty at, E?
Getting a sandwich?
Of course he is.
Getting a sandwich.
Keep him out of here. This is the drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. A great drive takes more than a set of wheels.
Fully loaded, I think is the term.
Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville brings you the drive of the game.
Just one thing. Yeah, don't push any of the buttons on that car.
On 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
This Day in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On September 23rd, 1988, Hall of Fame quarterback Joe Montana missed his first start for the San Francisco 49ers after 49 consecutive starts.
After our son's shoulder issues were worsening, we took him to see Dr. Snyder at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, who recommended PRP treatment. We trusted Dr. Snyder's evaluation and look forward to seeing him pitch again. For the right care, the best care, we highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Okay, Jacksonville, it's Hicken here with a game changer. I've tested the field, and Checkmate Coatings is my new go-to for durable jaw-dropping floor coatings, man. I'm talking garage. Oh, start there. Patio, pool deck, driveways. They can do it all. Talk to Brendan. He's the owner of Checkmate Coatings, man. He's been in it. He knows what he's doing. He loves it. And he's got true Jacksonville folks keeping prices low with no massive overhead. So slam dunk those floors. CheckmateCoatings.com. That's CheckmateCoatings.com. It's Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Helmets and Heels is returning to Vegas. If you're heading out for the big game, join us at Circa Resort and Casino this October for a Halloween weekend football getaway, featuring Circa room discounts and a huddle up for everyone in the teal and black. Meet Helmets and Heels Friday night, October 31st, then hit the Circa Stadium Swim with temperature-controlled pools and a massive betting screen. For Circa room discounts and more information, visit the 1010XL webpage or circalasvegas.com/huddleup-up.
It's the start of our favorite season in Jacksonville, football season. Let's get hyped and let's get the home in tip-top shape and let's get that house zero-resified. Carpets, tile, rugs, upholstery, hardwood, they'll take care of you. Call the folks at Zero Res right now, 287-5727. Ask for the 1010XL special. Get your 3 rooms of carpet cleaned at $139 plus a 4th room free. Zero Res. Spell it forwards or backwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
Zero Res. Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by JEA. Drop issue 7-touch Parker Washington. He's been clutch.
Parker's been catching the heck out of it, right? He's going up, making great plays. I've lost zero confidence in Parker Washington.
The Jumbo Shrimp return to Five Star Ballpark tonight for the International League Championship Series. First pitch versus Scranton is set for 7:05. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
76 degrees at 9:04. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Say cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
So my question, Pross, is then, what you got? Do you think that the Jags feel a sense of urgency with Travis Hunter? We were talking about Travis Hunter in the break, gang. So we were talking about, where is he so far? It's only been 3 games. We get that, but we want to see more impact plays. And Jeff even brought up, why doesn't he return punts? And I thought, yeah, why doesn't he? And I know he's playing 80 plays, but nothing seems to phase him on that side so far.
I will say this.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know Liam Cohen all that great.
Yeah.
We talked to him a couple times. I can try.
Oh, well, let me finish my question.
Yeah, okay.
Do you think they feel a sense of urgency to get him more involved?
That was part of my answer.
Uh-huh.
I think that Cohen's going to have some ego when it comes to the production of his offense.
Mm-hmm.
That's his baby.
Yeah.
Well, the offense isn't going to be eye-catching unless the quarterback plays like he's elite and unless the number 2 pick makes dynamic Jamar Chase-level plays. I mean,
where are you, E, on the Hunter deal?
I think
because you love the Hunter draft.
I did too.
Yeah, you did too.
Yeah, I still like,
and I did too.
Way too early.
Yeah, that's fine. But where are you right now today with Travis Hunter?
I feel like the sense of urgency will pick up now. I think the Diami situation will play into effect of that. But also, I think what also slowed it down is because coming into the season, we had Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas Jr. came off that exceptional season. So we don't need to,
force it.
But now it's going to, all right, maybe.
My biggest beef is how they are using him. Like, every time he touches the ball, he's 3 yards from the line of scrimmage. Now, he got open deep, and Trevor missed him. That was a great interception by Horn. He got open on that little fade corner route in Cincinnati if he's not hitting underthrow there. Yeah. So, again, the one thing that you have to remember is, and this is fair, okay? This is, to me, if you're going to, Cleveland's going to judge they killed the trade, and we're going to be worried. If Travis Hunter did his part, it's a team game.
Yeah.
But if those 2 passes are complete and he doesn't get now he didn't, I get it. But my point is, he made those plays.
He did his part. Yeah.
They didn't make them with him. Correct. So at some point, he's going to continue to make those plays, and it's going to sync up, either with an interception or a big play. I want to see him used down the field. That's my frustration. I feel like every time Travis Hunter touches the ball, it's a bubble screen or a 5-yard hitch. Like somebody was using this ridiculous, maybe the one of the guys on my group text, talking about where he ranks in separation.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be a little bit more aware than to. You you can't put Travis Hunter in a separation stat. He runs 5-yard routes.
Mm-hmm.
So right, if you're ranking the league by separation ability, sure he's going to be down in the bottom 10. He never goes deep.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you got to keep apples to apples, I think, on some of these expectations and arguments.
Percy Harvin, one of my buddies sent me this. He said Percy Harvin, Peter Warrick, and Champ Bailey were all great college football players. Great college football players.
And, one of them was a great pro, one of them was a good pro, one was a terrible pro.
Yeah.
I mean, Peter Warrick is an absolute bust.
And I think, and why was he a bust?
I don't know. I don't know. And it wasn't Peter Warrick, too. And I'd have to look. But didn't Warrick, as a rookie, go 78 catches? He had, a pretty good year.
Did he have a punt return against us?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
I'm pretty sure. I think I was there when
Peter
he did
Warrick was one of the most exciting college football players.
Oh, my God. He was
of the
so
decade.
good.
So good. And, I would have – and the Bengals took him in the top 5.
Yeah.
3 or 4.
Which was
and
right.
it was the right pick.
Yeah.
It was.
What's interesting is Percy's the one that went way too low.
Percy was one, though, who – was always argued that he wasn't used correctly.
He wasn't used enough, man.
Yeah.
Percy was special. Percy, you could get into an argument that Percy was the greatest, one of the greatest Gators of all time.
Greatest Gator?
Yeah.
1-2.
He was good.
1-2 natties.
But y'all had a lot of good Gators, though.
I know. I'm just telling you that you
Most dynamic, yeah.
Percy Harvin's top 3 Gator all time.
Yeah?
He's up there.
He is talent, just pure talent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd say that, yeah.
Pete Warrick had 51 catches for 592 yards his rookie year with 4 touchdowns.
Okay, not 70.
Then he had 70 catches.
That's what I remember.
For 667, though.
He
was that short guy.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Run these guys.
Yeah. 53 the next year, 79 the next year.
Oh, wow.
Then he went 11-11 and he was gone. But he
started getting hurt then.
275 catches for 3,000 yards and 18 touchdowns. Look, that's
in how many years? 4 years?
6 years.
Yeah, that's not worth the number 4 pick.
No.
Certainly not worth it.
And Champ was a Hall of Famer who could have been great. He could be Travis Hunter today, except Champ was a bigger cat.
And that's the thing with Travis, and maybe he'll grow into a little bit more size, but he looks so, matched up against Nico Collins when he was playing corner. He looked like a child covering a teenager covering
not a big dude.
A grown man.
But he doesn't have he has no fat on his body
I'd
at
like
all.
to sit down with, the Jags and look at every play. So we don't do that. And if you're a corner, you only get noticed if you get beat for a catch or you intercept a ball.
And by the way, maybe he has
all the plays where they're not going to Travis Hunter's.
Right.
There's a little loop on social media right now of him locking down Christian Kirk 2 or 3 plays in a row. He runs a route. There's nowhere to go. And you don't get any credit for that in this world. You got to make a splash play for it to
saw a play. You want to talk about football IQ. The guy who's been the best defensive player for the Jags through the first 3 games, Jordan Lewis, made a play on the interception. When the ball was deflected, he immediately tackled Christian Kirk. Smart.
Because, once they deflected, ain't no PI.
Yeah. He tackled him so he couldn't come back to even break up the play, which gave Antonio the chance to pick it off. That was a brilliant play and it was like that. It's not like
he knew what time it was.
As soon as he saw it deflected, he read it, and he said, all right, I'm going to take this guy down.
I'll give you another Fortune Smiles on the hot.
Mm-hmm.
That's Jordan Lewis that's trailing Christian Kirk on what would have been a game-time touchdown. That little corner route, that second to last play, that's him that got turned around there a little bit. So, you need a little bit of that on your side as well. C.J. Stroud missed a couple passes like that he wasn't missing a couple of years ago. It's clear.
He's falling off.
Here's what happens, too, with these young quarterbacks. They get anointed. We anoint them. 1 year, 2 years, Trevor anointed. 1 year, Jordan Love anointed. 1 year, C.J. Stroud anointed. I mean, Jaden Daniels, 1 year, anointed. We put them in the top 5. Those dudes jump right into the top 5 off of one good early career year, man. And when you line up and I couldn't believe this stat they dropped on me last night with Lamar.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't know it. I can't believe the highest passer rating in the history of the NFL belongs to Lamar Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that, quote, couldn't throw?
I specifically look at his pass. He was 21 for 27 last night, 288 and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I can see why he and by the way, I will say this. The throw he made to Andrews in the end zone for the touchdown, that was a hell of a throw.
Andrews bounced back, by the way.
But here's an interesting point, and we sort of followed this today, and I'll get your 2 comments about this. And this is interesting. The Chiefs with Patrick have won 3 of the last 5 Super Bowls, been to 3 in a row, been to 7 straight AFC Championship games. They start 1-2, and the national conversation has largely been that they're broken, their era is over.
Yeah,
that's what, and we just talked about that. What if they go 1-3?
Well, the 1-3, I'm not saying they're broke now, but I think the loser of that Baltimore-Kansas City game's got big problems.
The Ravens with Lamar have won 0 Super Bowls, been to 0 Super Bowls, and been to 1 AFC Championship game. They've also started 1-2. What's the conversation about them today? It's just interesting that
they're better than the Chiefs, though. That's a. I mean, I see the point they're making.
When the Chiefs played them last, the Chiefs beat them.
You can't, but that's not right now. We're not sitting right now. Listen, those arguments for the Chiefs. How'd that work in the Super Bowl last year?
Yeah,
they got their rear ends handed to them.
But I mean,
how have they done since that game?
Yeah.
At some point, it changes.
1-2.
So if they lose to Baltimore and they're 1-3,
I
think they got problems, man. I think they will lose to Baltimore, quite frankly. Although that Ravens defense, buddy, the old school Baltimore Ravens defense must be sending hate mail today. What are y'all doing, man? You're destroying our culture.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
98-yard.
So, the Chiefs have also aged. They got different personnel. Pacheco sucks. They got no running game.
When Montgomery is gashing them up the middle for 10.
Running past him.
I mean, and then he obviously had the 72-yarder, but which was impressive. But, boy, it was just a constant. We just running it up the middle, man. And listen, the Lions have 2 new guards and moved their guard to center. So they had to because their center retired abruptly, and so they had
like in spring.
Yeah, so they had to move their guard to center. They drafted the Bulldog, mullet head. Ratledge? Is that his name?
Ratledge.
And they got another guy, and so they still have Sewell obviously out at the tackle spot, but they dominated that game last night on the offensive line in the trenches, and then their defensive line. I don't know who this Muhammad kid is.
2 sacks. Yeah.
He was all over the place.
Monster.
And I think this is one thing that I will take. And look, the Ravens scored 30 in the end, but the Lions defense played really well. And I think we forgot that the Lions defense was so beat up and injured last year. Remember,
they got boys everywhere on that defense. They got dudes everywhere.
They do. And obviously we've talked about Hutch, and he made 2 great plays towards the end. So he's going to get his. But if this Muhammad guy can play, I think they got Campbell at linebacker and Alex Anzalone, who's been in the league for a long time. They got Branch is a heck of a player. They got Terry and Arnold now.
They got
and you've left out the guy I saw make 2 plays last night, Tyler Lacey. I mean, clearly you got
Tyler Lacey was playing.
He was. He was a player too.
Yeah. Tyler Lacey picked up by the Lions.
Yeah.
But anyway, the defense healthy is not near as bad as what we remembered in the one that couldn't stop Washington in the playoff game. I think that is probably ultimately what cost them.
Are we close to the end of the rope for the Emmanuel Ogbah signing?
Yes.
Bro, I ain't seen.
Has he made a play?
Bro, has Buddy made a play?
He's played 71 snaps on defense.
Yeah.
Hasn't logged a single pressure or big play.
I talked to. We were in the press box on Sunday, and I said, I was talking to Brent, and I said, Ogbah's out there. I haven't heard his name once. Mm-mm. So you start to listen. That's why you talk about Travis Hunter and Trevor, but you start noticing things. Look, Devin Lloyd is playing the best football of his career. Been fantastic. We talked about Jordan Lewis and how good he's been. I still worry.
Brenton Strange has lived up to some of the
Strange leads the team in reception.
Preseason excitement about
him. Best hand so far.
Yeah, was on our show last night. Told me he was the best tight end in the league.
Good for him.
I told him to settle down. But
I think it's still an indication of how poor the depth is on the defensive line that Ogbah has the spot. Was he active this week or inactive?
No, he played.
Yeah,
he was out there.
It's time to let him go. Meanwhile, Smoot gets 1 year, $1.5 million. He's way better. Yeah. Smoot's got 2 pressures and a sack. Yeah. I mean, I know that's not going to the Hall.
Smoot's a good football player.
Ogbah literally has 0 plays.
Yeah, 0 impact plays. He's got plays. He just hasn't made any plays.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, let's take a break. We're at Dailies. This is the drill. The big drawing coming up here in a few minutes.
Correct. We are at the Dailies at 4991 Gate Park.
Last chance.
When we were here last week, we put the registration box out, and, man, it has been filled and filled and filled. We're going to have to draw out of a big cooler when we get to the point. But Coming up today, end of the show. Last thing we do, we will draw the two winners for the 10-pack of tickets. And meanwhile, they got food specials.
They got food specials. You going to get some more food?
You need another sandwich? Back with more next. On a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Post-game Monday is like digesting a huge day of football.
Let's do this.
Expert analysis of Sunday's game all day.
It's not great. It's fantastic.
Sink your teeth into Dandy Foods Post-game Monday.
So delicious.
On 1010XL.
Mike Dempsey for Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacksonville Beach. If your roof's got any damage, if it leaks, if it's just old and ugly, call my friends at Apex Roofing. But Mike, roofs are so expensive. It's true, quality roofing is not cheap, but Apex Roofing has up to 100% financing available, so you don't have to compromise quality for budget. Apex Roofing, no shortcuts, no stress, just quality work with financing available. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacksonville Beach. ApexRoofingFL.com.
Tired of high energy bills? Replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now with the big BOGO event. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires September 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
It's about the hunt.
Captain Kevin Favor here with Captain Kirk and Jeff Lageman.
We take you from the water to the woods.
On the Nimnicht Outdoors Show. Presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning.
Let's go to the woods, y'all.
Saturday mornings from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Yo, E.T. here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days than bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar, Twin Peaks. Scratch kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge. Come on, somebody.
Say goodbye to glasses and contacts with customized vision treatments at Bowdine Associates. Hicken here. Dr. Bowden and his expert team will bring you the latest options. You got Evo implantable Collamer lenses, refractive lens exchange, or traditional LASIK. But what they do is they tailor it just for you. Imagine waking up to that clear vision. No hassle, no fuss. Ready to see the difference? Call now or visit Bowdine.com and get that free, that's right, I said free screening. They're Bowdine Associates, and they're keeping the First Coast focused.
If golf is your thing, you'll want to check out Hidden Hills Golf Club. At Hidden Hills, we simply love the game, and we take great care of our golfing friends. Check us out at hiddenhillsgc.com. We look forward to seeing you at the club.
Frank Frangie here, telling you about my daughter Amber's journey with Awaken 180. She's lost 60 pounds. Can you believe that? And she just took a road trip. The reason is it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. Call 844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, thanks for coming over so quick.
Sure thing, pal. What's the big... Whoa!
See, I told you there was a smell.
Yeah, it smells like...
Exactly, or a dead one more like it.
You need some fresh air in here.
Well, this is the problem, Jason. I've kept everything sealed up tight all summer long so I don't lose all my nice cool air. Now all the dog smells and cooking smells and home gymnasium man cave smells are all building up and I can barely...
Dude, where are the Bueller sunglasses I gave you?
Oh, I don't know. They must be in my other...
Put on my emergency pair.
Whoa.
Bueller Air and Plumbing can install an air purification add-on to your existing air conditioner. Clean the air of dust and pollen and funky smells while you cool.
So I can keep all the cool air I saved up?
And your place won't smell like a dead...
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010 10XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farrah doesn't flinch.
1, 2, 3, my baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure.
Come on in. Welcome back to the show. We're hanging out here at Daly's. Got the drawing coming up in just a few minutes. Stop it. Stop it, Mr. 10. You're starting to annoy me.
Starting? Got more patience than me. That's a one and doneer for me. I won't be responding to that.
Bert and Brian stopped by. Good to see him.
10 didn't take a proper beating and for his program doing what they always do and choking away their big moment. We didn't talk much about that Georgia choke they gave.
Yeah, a little bit
huge
of a
choke. Yeah, well, you're up 8. You let him hit a 4th and 20 touchdown pass.
Yeah.
We give credit to Georgia for calling it and executing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm by that.
That's fair. That's fair, man.
Yes, the drawing is now coming up in a scant 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So last chance here to stop by. It's been a great week. The Jags have cooperated. We came here last Wednesday before a home game. If they don't beat Houston, there ain't a whole lot of energy, right?
All right.
It feels a little different, but now we can, no matter what happens this Sunday in San Francisco, we got a big Monday night game. The win over Houston made the Monday nighter against Kansas City big. And they'll go play San Francisco in between. If they win that game there, then it becomes even bigger.
All right, Jalen Hurts, last 17 games that he started and finished, he's 17-0.
Pretty good.
43 total touchdowns, 5 turnovers. Tom Brady twice and Aaron Rodgers are the only other quarterbacks in the last 30 years to win 17 straight games, start and finish. Pretty good company.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty
He's
good
nowhere
company.
near as good as those guys, but it's good company.
Well, what do you
it's just overrated. He's a good quarterback. He's got a great system that allows him to do the most valuable, unstoppable thing that he can do. And I don't know if he goes anywhere else, if there ever is such a thing as a tush push. It made him famous. It made him a champion.
Well, I don't think overrated is a word that
I don't
comes
think
to mind.
you think he's the 4th or 5th best quarterback in the league?
Yeah.
You take him 4th or 5th, would you? You take Jalen Hurts over Justin Herbert? Would you take him over Baker Mayfield?
Ooh.
I'm asking y'all.
Yeah.
Easy, Max.
They're probably
easy.
they're probably like around the same. Like we got the big 4. He's right up.
He's not up there with him only because he won. He is not.
He's not up there with. I'm talking about Baker.
Yeah, he's with them.
Chargers. Yeah, that's
Goff.
what
He's those guys.
Okay, so
I'm not trying to take anything away from him.
Unfairly or not, Jalen Hurts then has to, in your mind, go to a different team to prove himself, a team that sucks and be good.
No, I don't think he sucks.
Yeah.
No, and I
didn't say he sucks.
Yeah,
a team that sucks.
Yeah.
And he has to lift them up.
Again, I'm not saying I'm right. I might be wrong. Maybe Jalen Hurts should be the 4th or 5th or wherever you put him. I'm just saying, if I were objectively, if you gave me my choice of quarterbacks in the league, I don't think he'd be going 4th or 5th in my picks. And for other people who say he would, finger on the button, I'm not sure you would do it.
I think he's awfully well respected amongst his team. I think he's a great leader. He deserves credit for the tush push because of his unbelievable strength with which he has built himself up to get. Right?
Correct.
He did that through the weight room and through all that. So I think that I don't know. It's a good question where he is and where you rank him. But I'm putting him at 5.
He's been to a Super Bowl. He's won a Super Bowl, but it's not him. He's the man. It's hard to put game managing quarterbacks into the conversation of the elite.
What sucks when you say it's not him. The position that he plays it makes him.
It's not the high flying. Well, I mean, look. At the end of the day, and I know there's 1,000 reasons why, but you can't be 28th in the league in passing yards and be a top 5 quarterback. You'd be passing more.
Well, no, because is he better than Trevor?
I don't know.
Wow.
He's more accomplished. He's more accomplished.
Oh, then I can't help it.
Well, again, yeah, of course he is.
Because my point was, Trevor's like 10th in passing yards, but Trevor's quarterback rating.
I'm not trying to put Trevor. Now, I'll say something that will balance what I said. I'm not trying to put Trevor in the top 5.
Yeah.
That's it. He's closer to Hurts than Hurts is to.
So you're putting Jalen Hurts at like 18 then.
All I'm saying is I'm not trying to put him anywhere. I'm trying to say he's not in that elite group of quarterbacks, in my opinion. Because for among the many reasons, he's 30th
So
in
there's
the
nothing
NFL.
he can ever do if he wins another Super Bowl. Because you said earlier the Eagles are about to implode. They're not that good. They're going to blah, blah, blah.
That's right.
So
No, he's going to probably go to the Hall of Fame. Be close.
Yeah. Definitely.
He's won a Super Bowl. I mean, he's
the tush push, the Super Bowl. Yeah, he's probably gonna go to Hall of Fame.
I think at the end of, to me, he's kind of a poor man's Russell Wilson, like at his best. Was Russ considered? And he may have been
elite. Yes.
He won the Super Bowl, so yes, and I do think he's elite.
I think Russell Wilson was a great quarterback.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh yeah. Great quarterback.
Yeah. He was always. You know what Russell Wilson was so good at? Keeping plays alive.
Yep. A magician.
He would.
I am in no way. Look, I'm not. Of course, Trevor's not as good as Jalen Hurts. Jalen has a Super Bowl. He's been in the league. He won a national title.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think that if you really went to, he's in a great place. I don't know if he could do it if he were Tampa's quarterback or Jacksonville's quarterback. Or,
Baker.
I don't know.
Baker had 3 shots at doing it and didn't do it until he got to the right fit.
Right.
But yet.
Well, he did it. He was successful in Cleveland. Cleveland
to a point.
Cleveland's just dumb.
To a point.
And
Justin Herbert didn't do it until he got the right coach.
Justin Herbert did it as a rookie. He threw 40 touchdowns and 45,000 passing yards.
How many playoff games has he won?
Well, he hadn't won any. That's for sure. And
how many has Jalen won?
The Eagles have won a bunch.
Yeah.
Jalen has 2 of the 2 top receivers and the best defense. They do. So, and he's perfect for them. He absolutely is. He's a good quarterback. I just don't think that Jalen Hurts puts a team on his back and wins a title like you asked Mahomes and Burrow and Allen and Lamar to do.
Okay, so
if Lamar, so I'll ask you this: if those quarterbacks were on Philly, they wouldn't have won.
I don't know.
Who? Yes.
Burrow be hurt, so I don't know.
Any of those quarterbacks?
They'd be playing. What's the backup guy who played for Peterson? He'd be out there playing.
For who? For Doug Peterson?
Yeah, when he was with the Eagles. Kafka or whoever. I don't know.
But
one of those clowns.
If you put any one of those big boys on Jalen Hurts' team right now, yes, they're winning a Super Bowl still. Yes.
Yeah.
Lamar, Allen,
this is like just a totally unfair
Lamar.
conversation.
The hell Super Bowl is he winning?
If you put him on this Eagles team,
he's on the Ravens, bro. They're just as good.
I'll give you.
You're out of your mind.
Yeah. They're not just.
You're out of your mind. What's happened to you?
Well,
it's that food.
Then you know what?
It's all that food you've eaten.
You know what we've
it's gone to your brain.
You know what we've learned here in this conversation? Having better players don't matter. Because there is no argument that Lamar's not way better than Jalen Hurts. So how can you say if he's on that team and he's way better, but they're not going to win with him?
Well, I mean, the Baltimore Ravens are arguably the most talented team in football.
On paper.
And it
clearly, on paper.
That defense, but still. And Lamar's been good. He's won multiple MVPs.
Yeah.
I mean, that was, again, that was Mark Andrews dropping that ball in the end zone last year in the playoffs. It's tough. That quarterback position is tough. You get too much credit or too much blame, and I think that Hurts probably gets a little more. I think if Jalen Hurts had been drafted by the Colts, that he would just be a guy.
But he wasn't.
I know, he wasn't. That's good for.
Thank you, Howie.
And I could be wrong. Jalen Hurts, I didn't think was great at Alabama. He went to Oklahoma and threw 1,000,000 yards.
Yeah.
So I would take Jalen Hurts in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Most teams would, but I wouldn't put him in that. MVP. He'll never win MVP. Isn't that fair? I mean, didn't win an MVP, an indicator.
He doesn't pass. Right. He don't pass.
I mean, I say this tongue in cheek, but how dare you?
But I'm saying it.
I mean, you kill Aaron Rodgers, who wins MVPs all the time, and you kill that guy.
Aaron Rodgers was 50 years ago. We're talking about Jalen Hurts. He'll never win an MVP because he doesn't put up numbers.
You just said, is it winning MVP?
Well, I could come back to you and say this is a rich argument because all you care about with quarterbacks is stats. I mean, you're big on touchdowns and yards. He don't have any of that. So we're both out of character.
No, he's got rating, doesn't he?
He's got great receivers, man. He's got A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. He's got a top 5 receiving core.
117 rating his rookie year.
He's always been a good
94-2 this year.
Yeah.
No, that's games. I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong place.
Sheesh.
No, I think he has been highly rated.
He gets high ratings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good quarterback.
He's
a good quarterback. He's a good mobile. He's Russ.
49-20 as a starter.
Yeah.
Let's see what his rating is. 77 is rookie year, 87, 101, 89, 103, and 100. was pretty doggone good. QBRs in the high 60s, low 70s. We got to take a break. We'll keep it going. Jalen Hurts.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Get more Gators.
And more Prosser and Hickett. Unfiltered.
Football insight, analysis, and critique from your breakfast buddies on the Swamp Sessions podcast.
From Voodoo Brewing Company.
Right after every game.
Streamed live on the 1010XL social channel.
Driven by Atlantic Infinity.
It's the start of our favorite season in Jacks. That's football season. That's right. With all the hype, all the action the season brings, things can get loud and messy. And what a great time then, gang. Get that house all ready, all clean. Call my cleaning heroes at Zero Res. Clean up on all those fumble moments in our home. It's a perfect time to do it. I like to do it. I've used Zero Res numerous times, and the cleaning freaks always deliver. Right now, you can get your entire home Zero Resified. From Jacksonville's Ultimate Carpet Cleaner, get 3 rooms carpet clean starting at just $139 plus a 4th room free. And take $100 off your air duct cleaning as well. Schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacks.com, ZeroResJacks.com, or call them 287-5727 and ask for the 1010XL special. Don't forget, Zero Res clean both your home or your business. And your business. Zero Res, spelled backwards or forwards, it spells the same. Zero Res. Hey, Jacksonville Hicken here. I've been around the block or two, and Checkmate Coatings is who I call for my own place. They're my new MVP for stunning, long-lasting floors.
Brendan here with Checkmate Coatings. No massive overhead means top prices on top-quality pool decks, driveways, garages, and patios, too.
Visit CheckmateCoatings.com today. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Join Jim Furyk and other legends of the PGA Tour for the Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, October 3rd through 5th at Timuquana Country Club. Catch the new community concert series on the 17th hole after play, featuring country artists Low Cash and Love and Theft. Public parking is free with complimentary tournament access for military, courtesy of ViStar Credit Union. Get tickets now for the Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, starting at just $25 at Ticketmaster.
Home is where your story begins. And at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, we're here to make it the healthiest, most comfortable place it could be. Whether it's fresh, clean air, dependable plumbing, or reliable power, we take care of it all. From routine maintenance to state-of-the-art solutions, Donovan keeps your home running smoothly. Because at Donovan, we believe your home isn't just where you live, it's where your health meets comfort. Call Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing at 904-270-COOL or visit us online. Let's make your home healthier, safer, and better together.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Are you trapped in a high-rate mortgage, watching your hard-earned money vanish every month? Stop right now. At Loan Pronto, they are delivering the lowest mortgage rates in 3 years. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's rate reduction home loan program is a streamlined, low-cost way to slash your house payments by hundreds of dollars a month. Lock in at a fixed rate as low as 4.99% APR and close in as little as 2 weeks. No appraisal needed in most cases. And here's the kicker. You can skip your next 2 house payments entirely. Don't wait. Rates this low won't last. Call Loan Pronto now for your free, no-obligation quote. Loan Pronto is amazing. So start now by calling 904-999-1508. That's 904-999-1508. Or visit loanpronto.com to lock in your new low rate and skip those next 2 payments. 999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, NMLS, consumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jacks cool since '87.
Man, we got to cool down, man. We got a lot going on today. A lot of stuff going on in the world, man. We got the Ryder Cup coming up, man. We got Bruce Pearl retiring. We got Jags at 2-1. We got Gator Watch. DJ Lagway's foot's in a boot again.
Good. I got to be honest, dude. I said this before. I'm ready for another quarterback.
Yeah, well,
play Tramel Jones, bro.
They said
play him. Play Tramel Jones. He can't be. Aiden Warner can't be worse.
We're at the point where clearly promises were made to the.
Yeah, and he's not any.
But I don't know why he would want to play. That's what I asked Chris Doring earlier.
It
doesn't make sense to me because if Chris's observation was maybe he can throw deep. Maybe he's and if he can't throw deep, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Like I said, I want to see the future of the position because DJ, it's a poor look, man. I got a guy that shows no emotion, who's got a fat bank account of $5 to $6 million, who apparently isn't allowed, doesn't have to practice, and he's not pushed to performance. I want Tramel Jones to play every game the rest of the way and for DJ Lagway to transfer.
Yeah.
I just don't trust that he's going to I don't know, dude.
Well, I want the coach to transfer and then let the chips fall where they may. That's
I got you.
Kind of how I'm looking at things. So, but we shall see.
Cooling down on have you ever, any of y'all out there ever had a golf round where, you start it with a double on one, you shoot 47 on the front, you don't make anything but bogey on the first 6 holes of the back, and then you finish birdie, and you're like, oh, okay, it wasn't that bad. That's the Braves. These sons of so-and-sos, the nerve to win 9 in a row here at the end of the year where it doesn't matter. The gall to go 9 straight when you can't even make it to the 500 mark at this point. Where was this heart and effort, Dan, when it mattered, when you still had a chance to get yourself back into the conversation? So if you're allowed to be frustrated by a non-game winning streak, then that's where I would put my Braves fandom right now.
I have 6 games left. I don't anticipate us making the playoffs. I've sort of succumbed. I've been talking to my therapist Daniel Murphy about it a lot. He doesn't
starts tonight. A big 6 games for all y'all.
He doesn't quite get me, but he does because I've lived it for so long. But what I don't need is that blowhard Michael Kay, the voice of the Yankees, commenting on my Mets. I don't need that.
Yeah, that's annoying.
I'd like to take that old man with my old man and go Joe Cap on his ass.
A little too old. A little too past fighting age.
I don't need Michael Kay saying, the Mets don't make it. It has to, with that pay. Shut up. Leave us alone. You have no credibility when it comes to the Mets because we know. So that's what bothers me about it. He has zero credibility. He never rips. The Yankees are the greatest thing ever.
Well,
shut up, Mike.
That's the hometown announcer, I guess.
Blowhard ass.
He could. I guess I feel where you're coming from there. There's 4 or 5, 6 baseball teams that these 6 games really matter, and obviously the Mets.
Tigers Cleveland is a great.
They starts tonight, a 3-gamer.
Yeah.
The Astros, to a lesser, I think I looked it up. I think they had gone 10 down. Is this it? We're going to do the drawing? They're all in there?
Are we doing it now? Or are we doing it in the next segment? We can do it now. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to do it we're going to do it when we come back. We'll come back. We'll do it.
Listen, I taped a penny to my application.
Look at this, a fancy little escape. What do they call it? A go bag. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got in there. Wow, look at all those things, bro.
Yeah.
Look at all these entries, my guys. Look at this, dude. You ready for this stuff? Look at all these entries.
Oh, no, he's spilling them.
Not spilling any.
They all got in there.
We're
there.
good.
He eliminated 4 people.
We're all in there. We're going to put them right here. We're going to lock them up.
Lock it and load it.
Yeah, there's a ton. So thanks for coming by. We've had a good, fun couple of weeks here, and they've enjoyed the food.
So we're getting 10 tickets.
We're giving
a $200 gift certificate and a new truck from Keith Catlin.
Yeah, the Catlin.
This is a Catlin truck Tuesday.
No, it's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
It's a Catlin Truck Tuesday.
As far as I know, he's not even giving away a bedliner. So a truck would be a non-starter.
The truck.
Yeah.
The tickets.
You spent $100.
And the $200.
You spent 7 years telling them when they turned 100 they were giving away a truck, and that didn't happen. So I wouldn't think
that's poor. That was poor on his part.
Is it?
Yeah. There's our man. All right, let's take a break. You want to? We'll come back.
Let's come back and do the drawing. See who wins this Monday Night Football, tailgate party deal we got thrown together. It's been a good couple of weeks. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday, and we're back with more.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Southside Kia is now Kia on Atlantic. New name, new location, same great deals. And we're ready for you. We're going all out with end of summer savings, like new Kia starting at $20K. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. Or you can even hit the road with financing rates as low as 0. It's not too late. Online at KiaOnAtlantic.com. Kia on Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection. For complete details, call 904-250-0587.
No more climbing ladders or tree shopping or untangling lights. Nope. Kuhn Flowers will take care of it for you this fall when you schedule their holiday home decorating team. This is JJ with 1010XL, and now is a good time to call on Kuhn Flowers. They'll do it all this fall.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. No, you see, you get $150 in bonus bets after your first $5 bet hits.
Did somebody say hit?
Whoa, Ray Lewis? We were just saying if your bet hits.
Huh. You know I love a good form tackle.
We know, Ray. We know.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Tired of high energy bills? Replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now with the big BOGO event. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires September 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Hey, Prosser, when it comes to game day and your snack time, I know some of you guys are you go dip crazy. Well, here's one for you. You can't miss with Daisy French onion dip. If you love eating dips with chips, wings, and veggies while watching those big games, you'll love the new Daisy French onion dip. There's Daisy Ranch dip as well. Get them both game changers. These are delicious, homemade. That makes the difference in a homemade dip. Made with real herbs and spices, other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. Got to try this dip of deliciousness. Look for Daisy French onion dip at a grocery store near you.
Jacksonville, it's football season, and Duck Duck Rooter is proud to be on your home team. As a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, we tackle plumbing, septic, and air conditioning problems with championship-level service. Call 904-862-6769 or visit duckduckrooter.com.
If you're ready to transform your yard with a fence that stands out, elevate your curb appeal with Superior Fence and Rail. Superior takes pride in offering first-class service, friendly installers, and unmatched fence products. Mention this ad and get $250 off your next project. It's time to get off the fence and call today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
All right, it's exciting time.
I
it's
love
building.
making people's day.
Yes.
Inside here we have, my gosh, do we have a number here? Thousands?
It's a lot.
It's a lot. A lot of entries.
100,000 entries.
Folks have come by the location here, and so now that you're here, just keep on coming by every morning. They've been filling in this, actually the registration box. I have this nifty little go bag from available here at Daly's.
Oh, wonderful. Go bag.
So without further ado, I'm going to just...
I read about the dude who won in Missouri, won the $1.8 billion. They split it. So
the Powerball?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he came out and he said, yeah, I'm just a homebody. I was just folding laundry last night, and he didn't take the 30 payment. He took the one
lump
time.
sum.
Yeah. Lump sum.
How much was?
What's half of 1 point? It's about $500 million.
Well, the good news here, the lump sum is the same as the cash out. You get the 10 tickets and you get the daily. So without further ado.
And the truck.
No truck.
No.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Reaching deep into my bag of tricks.
Come on,
here.
baby.
There's no shenanigans, right? We all agree, no shenanigans?
You put something on there?
We're all good, no shenanigans? Everyone
I'll find
agree?
it.
All right, the first winner here is...
Dan
Lamoris Pryor.
Lamorris Pryor.
Lamorris Pryor.
Lamorris Pryor.
Lamorris
The
Pryor.
Lamorris Pryor. Should I give you all his phone? No, I'm kidding. So here's one.
All right, Lamorris.
Congratulations to Lamorris. Mm-hmm. Oh, we got one more here, man. There's what now? There's only one? After all that? Huh?
Lamorris Pryor.
Lamorris Pryor.
What just happened? Are y'all sure? I don't think you're right. It's two.
Oh, there's all kinds of.
Hey, hold on. Yeah. You know what I'm? No, I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. I'm calling corporate.
Oh dear.
This is completely contrary.
We got a winner.
No, I'm not calling. I'm giving away another one, or somebody's got to go buy it. I'm telling you. If you think I'm kidding, if I'm lying, I'm dying. I'm making a phone call right now. We're giving away 10 more and $500. That's what's about to happen.
Oh my God.
Hold on a second.
I don't know where to go.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's going to happen.
I don't know what to say.
But I know Lamorris Pryor is a very
Lamorris
happy
Pryor
person.
don't care. He don't care if it's one or two. He's a winner. That's all he's saying.
Well, Lamorris is in great shape.
Oh, great shape.
I mean, that's good for him. It really is. Okay.
Shout out to Lamorris. Oh my gosh.
Oh dear.
He's gone on. I mean, this whole deal is, I don't know what to say. I just need to talk about the Jags here. Hopefully you'll be going to the Chiefs game. I know it'll be sold out, by the way. So that'll be a fun thing. So, yeah. Dig in. Dig in there, big fella. Why not? Why not? That's the buzz right now.
Well, this is the hottest. This is a hot ticket right now, Dan. That Monday night game.
It's kind of reminded me of Swamp Sessions a little. I don't know. I mean, I got him over there yapping on the phone.
Hey.
I got.
But I can respect that. He said he's getting down to the bottom of this right.
Is that
now.
what it is? Okay. All right. So, here he comes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that he called that a flex right there. All right, hold on. Drawing number 2.
We're doing another one.
I mean, if I said for 2 weeks we're giving away 2E, now the bad news is that you're going to have to buy the tickets.
Yeah. Here it comes.
There it comes.
All right.
Here it comes.
Another winner.
Here we go.
Right now, the staff is like, oh, my God, what just happened?
We're okay. We're good. So y'all don't worry. You're not in trouble.
Staff is like, holy cow.
It is Alicia Fultz.
It's Markel's sister.
Markel's daughter. And that's it.
Yes.
That'll do it, too, for us. Let's bring in Mike and talk. Do we do that yet? Where are we at now? You got me all flustered.
Probably a little early.
I had to give away. Dan, you're going to have to give up your...
We got weights and fish.
We got weights and fish.
We got weights and fish. We got skimming stones with...
But
you know what's going to end up happening? Some lucky jokers are going to get their 10 in the Dailies box or something. I don't know what's going to happen. They're angling on the fly over there.
Oh, good Lord.
Shout out to everybody who came up to Daly's Place. We started this thing at 6 a.m.
Yes.
People been coming up here all week.
Yes.
So just shout out to them. Shout out to everybody who works here who looked out for us.
They've helped us out a bunch.
Especially the person in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Making the biscuits for your boy.
Getting all these entries in.
That's plural on the biscuits,
I said
by the
biscuits.
way.
Yeah.
That's plural.
He had more than one? Is that what you're saying?
He did.
Kind of been going with that. So the Jags this week obviously are at San Francisco.
Yes.
And then Kansas City, Baltimore, Kansas City play this week. One of those dudes is going to go to 1-3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping it's the Chiefs.
Oh, dear.
That gives the Jags the opportunity to go and.
Well, San Francisco's beat up. You know, it's not just Kittle and it's not just Bosa now. A quarterback's been banged up, so he's just coming back. Receivers have been out for a while. There's it's tough right now for the 49ers, yet somehow they've managed to be 3-0. Now, that 3-0 is a little misleading, man.
Yeah, they're not killing
people.
people.
Close win against the Saints, a very close win against Arizona this week. So, they're good. They're a good football team, and it's tough to go
And
out.
they know how to win, and they had a bad year last year, and you could tell that they weren't going to let opportunities slip away and fall in the hole. They could be 0-3. I mean, they literally are that. They've walked that much of a tightrope.
Okay.
When it comes to that line between a win and a loss, including this past weekend, took a last-second kick.
RJ, get us out of here.
Now, the two 5-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Oh, 50-50 flip of the coin. Tony.
What's going on this morning, fellas?
What's up, Tonys?
Yeah,
How
we'll be
are you?
checking the tape this morning with Jeff Lageman. We got plenty of pleasant tape, obviously, to get to because they did get the win, and we'll slog through the unpleasant stuff from Sunday as well. Obviously, the things they got to get working on. If 2-1 is going to be something that carries into the future for the football team, and we'll dig into all that today with Jeff Lageman.
All right, well, we look forward to that. It's as good as it gets right there, and there is some good stuff to look at, I'm sure. And then some other things that you guys can ask about that, Trevor checking off to that play with BTJ was
for sure
really a wonderful play last night. So,
and they only have the highest drop rate in the entire league. So
yeah,
it's a storyline for this football team at this point for sure.
It does.
Fair enough.
It's not good timing. Because you have a quarterback people are trying to get completely comfortable with, and so you add that dynamic to it. It makes it a little more uncomfortable. All right, Tony, thank you. Appreciate you. Jaguars Today is coming up next. We've had a great couple of weeks here at the Dailies on Gate Parkway. Congratulations to the ticket winner.
Yeah, Fultz and Lenoris.
Yes, and so we'll bid you adieu from here. We'll be back tomorrow morning. It's been a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios,